action. Yes, sir. We are back again. New Normal Podcast. We have a very, very special podcast for you tonight. This is a walk down memory lane, if you will. This is my crew, the original Double Cup Combos. For those who know, for those who don't know, we started a podcast a few years ago called Double Cup Combos, where we touched on a lot of the popular topics that are being discussed today on, in everyday media, even from your TikToks, your Instagrams, your Facebook, your new influencers. We touched on a lot of the talking points that you see now. But we're gonna walk down memory lane tonight. We're discussing life before social media. We're gonna get into entertainment, music, just the whole culture that we experience and how we approach things pre and post social media. But before we get into our first video in our segment tonight, we want our special guest to introduce themselves so you can follow them and tap into what they got going. We're gonna start with my boy Lavelle since he on my immediate left.
Lavelle, Binion, OG, Double Cup
member,
OG. Just glad to be here, man. You can follow me on social media, sir.smoothness on Instagram. On Facebook, you can find me under C4 Mentoring. Have a mentoring program that we have in
Shout
Birmingham.
out C4
for sure. Support the movement, please.
That's it. All right.
Keep it short.
I got Wings for Hire on IG. I got Jermaine Johnson on Facebook. Like you said, we have a mentor program, C4 Mentoring, on all social media platforms. And again, that's just an OG Double Cup Convos member. So we're gonna try to crank it up tonight, kind of see what we can bring down memory lane.
Yeah, you get paid on Facebook, so yeah, you gonna make sure your string go.
he got traction over there.
He got action on Facebook.
Sure.
And we got Coast to Coast.
All the coasters.
Nick.
All the coasters.
Nick Coast to Coast.
What's happening, man? Nick White. Birmingham Zone. Follow me on Facebook at Nicholas White. Instagram, Humble Hustler, or Transportation Boutique.
What you transporting, man?
I transport anything, man. I'm in international shipping. Whatever you want to ship, cars, boats, trains, whatever. I ship them all over the country, all over the world. Actually, based out of Birmingham, Alabama, and Miami, Florida. Again, it's Transportation Boutique. So if you need something shipped, cars, boats, planes, trains.
What about a dog?
I do dogs.
Okay.
I don't do
everything.
Nick be having some everything on there, boy.
I specialize in old school and exotic cars, though. But I do what I do.
Yeah.
But glad to be back. Double Cup alumni, as you will.
Alumni.
Oh yeah, that's Double Cup alumni. I like
alumni.
that.
Big shout out to my boy Chris. You know what I'm saying? He came a long way. He visionary for this, and we kind of bag him on everything that he do. We bag we bag each other on everything that we do. But you know what I'm saying? Big shout out to C4 Chris for everything you're doing. So yeah,
I appreciate y'all. C4 Double Cup New Normal Podcast. We're gonna get the party going. Said the executive producer, the architect, what you see, and he don't be on the scene as much, but I always get said his flowers on how he put everything together. If you come in the studio, I always put it on my store. If you follow me on Instagram, legacy_made and Legacy Room Vintage, you're gonna see the whole suite. I just came in. I'm still getting my situation together, but you come in, you'll see the design and just the vibe. So we're gonna open it up to everybody who's making moves and shaking in the city, outside of the city. We want to open up our platform and our doors to give you a voice and hear your opinions on pivotal topics. A lot of podcasts you see today is relationship centered. We want to talk about everything because the relationship is just one component, but it's so many other factors that we miss, and we want to make sure we tap into that and keep y'all abreast of what's going on and what you need to know as far as what's going on in our community.
And if y'all like watching the video, make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all share the video, and make sure y'all follow us on all social media platforms. The New Normal Podcast. And the first video we're gonna play. What is it, Chris?
All right, so like I said, we're taking a dive into life before social media. We're gonna look into how it was to interact, to react, and just to exist pre-social media. We're gonna get into the fashion, the music, the entertainment, the food, a lot of things. With this first video, this is a clip from a show a lot of people may be familiar with, which is A Different World, and you're gonna see. Let's just play the clip.
A little swagger.
Yeah, we'll see the clip.
She's got to say yes.
I will.
Will you?
Listen to those who ask the questions, brother.
Whitley, I love you, and if you'll have me, I want you to be my wife.
What the hell are you doing?
Hey, I'm sorry, Byron, I love her.
Die. Just die.
Let him go, man. Will you have me, Dwayne, as your lawfully wedded husband from this day forth to having a whole and richer for poorer? Baby, please, please.
I do. Wait. You all heard it. You heard it. She said, and I do.
But to whom?
Well, I'm sorry.
And what's crazy is I remember this. So like,
I remember it too.
The nostalgia is crazy though, bro.
I think that was like an episode when we called viral. That was one that a lot of people was talking about.
You went back to school.
When that one dropped.
Yeah.
Now, and it's a reason why I played this because, like I said, social media has played such a role in our relationships. You see this and you listen, you go back to some of the music. A lot of the music I didn't want to play because of copyright issues, but you go back and listen to the music and what they were saying, and even this scene embodies the lengths that men would go to, and even women. When you got a woman standing at her wedding, and she gonna throw that away, that's right here for this man to come back.
But check this though. When you think about it, when you look at a situation like that, you got a woman. When we think about it, you think a lot of times women's ultimate goal is to be married, right?
Yeah.
They want that fairy tale situation.
Yeah.
They want all that. It all look good.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, she doing that with a nigga that she thought she was in love with, but the nigga that showed up she was really in love with. She threw that all away, and she actually win in the beginning. At the end of the day, though, because it's like she had somebody that was a participant in her life dream, but he wasn't everything that she wanted. Yeah. But then she fucked around and got the nigga that was everything she wanted, and he showed up.
And this is the part of it, because social media to me has removed that surprise factor. Where if I go through these lengths, where you see we was begging in the music, we was pleading because we really didn't know what we was getting. But now if I look on social media, say I know not to do that with that one, I know not to do that with that one. I ain't gonna do it because even if I lose this one, I got another one in the DM. What do you think changed when you look at that scene as far as the passion and relationships?
I think right now you wouldn't see nothing like that today. I mean, you may. It'll be far and in between because
might go viral.
Social media, but it's people ego is involved now because you don't want to be embarrassed. Yeah. Social media didn't put that in that embarrassment factor in there to where you like, I ain't finna do that. So people don't show their true feelings, they don't wear their heart on their sleeve, as they say. You know what I'm saying? I think it'd be rare that you'll see somebody put themselves in that vulnerable space like that.
I agree. I talked to Chris about this before on the tip when they talked about the Boosie thing.
Oh yeah.
Boosie said like niggas not supposed to see this many fine hoes in their life.
It's too much.
Right. Like the reality of it was you supposed to see your old lady and a one fine chick at work. You know what I'm saying?
That's one thing social media definitely did. It showed the whole world to you and make it seem like it's accessible. When in actuality, in your city, everybody know who those ones are. You know what I'm saying? Or in your community. Now it's like you're comparing your community to the world. You know what I'm saying? And those girls not measuring up. So now they feel like they got to go. We was talking about the BBL route. You know, they got to go all those extremes of contouring and BBL lip fillers, eye shaping, all these extremes to get to that dream person that you comparing them to. You know what I'm saying?
Well, then too, you got to think about it though. That's when it jumped off the whole competition type situation. when chicks start being in competition with
Oh,
each
they
other.
definitely in competition.
Because
Yeah.
when you think
Yeah.
about it, you know, take me for instance. I travel all over the country every day.
Yeah.
I get outside of Birmingham and I see the different varieties. You know, when I go to different cities and I go hit the gym, you seeing different type of chicks. You might see Colombia chick, Puerto Rican. You might see black chicks that got a little different. They look a little different and stuff like that. And it's not something you see at home. Before, if I did that, let's say I was doing this 20 years ago and I saw this and I can come back and tell my partners, I can tell y'all, bro, I seen this chick, she was bad. You could only visualize it. You know, you can only think about it.
Yeah.
But now I could be like, oh, go on social media and you can see
send
her.
the link. You can send
And
the
they be
link.
like, oh my God. Now chicks can do the same thing. And they just like, oh, it's chicks in the world that really look like that. And they accessible.
Then she's even badder than you describe
Describe.
because they gonna put the filter on it.
Oh
Yeah.
my
They'll put
God.
all the extra sauce on it. You be like,
What'd you
It's
say,
like-
Sid?
I think we had a time where the fantasy, what he described, where you had to visualize a chick, the fantasy is gone now.
The fantasy is reality.
I can see it.
Because you can see her. You can actually
That-
see
I know
her.
where you going. I
But
know where you going.
even when you think about like how we used to like the old women used to talk about leave something for a man to
Imagination.
imagination. Now even when you get on social media, you can see everything. Women now, like the street interview I did, the girl out there at a concert with her nipples out.
But the reality of it is a regular nigga don't even want to see all that shit though. Like
Right.
Like
I was just
Not
me,
off the bat.
not off
but
the
but
bat.
even still,
Yeah.
like if I go to social media, just say you feeling the chick on social media, right? And every time you go on the page, she got some naked shit. Like God, like some people like God damn.
It's
like,
the norm.
It's a turnoff too.
You like what
It's a
like
turn
what
off.
like exactly? It's a turn off. You like
Yeah.
like this is like when you want to not do this. You know what I'm
Is
saying?
it
What
a
else
turn
you
off
got?
because of our age now?
No.
No.
It's just too much.
It's
bro.
too much.
It's too much.
You
It's
know what?
overload.
You know, to me, like, and I may be a little different with this. Like, I've always said, like,
my boy,
go.
hey, my boy Amber Rose.
Oh yeah, he was
He-
slow
he
advocate.
is a
Now he
fan.
was. Yeah,
you
yeah,
was at the
I
slip
love
off?
this.
Yes,
I
sir.
love
Yes,
this.
sir.
He is a slut supporter.
yeah.
I support people in their life journeys. If that's what you want to do, I'm all for it.
You
Somebody
a freaky ass nigga.
somebody gotta be a hoe. It gotta be hoe out here. But somebody to point to say that's maybe the direction you want to or not want to go in. But in any case, to me, I think the most sexiest thing about a female is when
No
they
clothes.
no. I like them to have clothes
Oh,
on.
okay.
You know what I'm
Classy.
saying? And
Classy.
have and you like I'm seeing the shape, I'm seeing the outfit, and I'm like, oh man, she put that together. And it make you look and appreciate that beyond like them just being naked.
So,
You know
so
what I'm
for,
saying?
I agree. So for me though, like even I don't think women understand this though. For me, just people that like dressing or put on clothes. Like for me, a woman with clothes on is much finer than a woman with just naked, like just
Absolutely.
revealing
100%.
Yeah.
And I'm a moo guy. I'm a moo guy.
Love moo
I'm a moo guy.
Ease
Look,
access.
I like to see when it touch up against you, like, ooh, you can see the silhouette, you like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like that.
The thing is, I think a lot of women, first of all, my personal opinion is I think a lot of women are in competition with themselves. You know what I'm saying? So for us, when you get to a point when you dealing with what it goes back to, you dealing with a different type caliber of guy. I know y'all real well. Y'all my guys, so I know how y'all operate. You know what I'm saying? But we dealing with some dudes. They just want the superficial.
Yeah.
For us, at the end of the day, we like the superficial, but that's only 10%. You know what I'm saying? On the other end, on the 90%, we want more than that. If you bad in clothes and you can attract me in clothes, that's totally different.
Sure.
Any nigga gonna be attracted when you get naked.
Yeah.
If you got an eye looking body, nigga gonna be attracted.
But that's why a lot of these guys now it's like when they see a female, they like, what are you bringing to the table? Like it takes on a whole different meaning now because I've already saw you naked dang near. So I'm like,
That's true.
I'm like, I mean, once it's not that's not the prize no more. So
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
what else are we doing?
I
What else
think
are you doing?
I think a lot of women get confused when dudes say, "What do you bring to the table?" I think they go automatically to the financial side.
Tangibles.
Tangible.
Yeah.
facts,
For
facts.
men, for progressive men, it's not tangible. It's more of, okay,
Peace.
you bad, you got a nice body, but what else you bring to the? Are you peace? Are you calm?
Intangibles.
Are you can you
Can you bring calm
to my
storm?
to my storm? Can you
Yeah.
bring life to me? I worked all day. Can you rub my back? You know what I'm saying? do you know exactly what I want to eat if you know I'm coming home? You know, that type of shit like that. At the end
So
of the day,
so you meant to say modern for a modern man, not a
no, not a modern man. I don't think we modern men.
I don't
You
think
don't-
most men are modern.
Most men aren't modern.
I think we're
But
new, but we're operating in the modernity.
I don't think we're modern. I think we are men of substance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, all my niggas right here, we got shit going on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't the flashy bragging type, but at the end of the day, we got shit going on. You know what I'm saying? We ain't out here flashing. We got flashing money and all that type of stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we go out, do what we got to do. When we come home, we need to calm to the storm. We need substance. You know what I'm saying? We want affection. We want nurturing. We want caring and all that. Just because you bad, you look good, you got a fat ass, that don't mean you nurturing and you caring. That don't mean that. I
And
don't give a fuck.
it's sad that so many men are wife up women just because of that though. Because the fat ass.
Them niggas,
Oh,
yeah, definitely. They do that.
Why
And
you
see-
think? Before, not to cut you
Like
off.
you said, Crystal, like,
Yeah.
I think even on that was because when you saw that, that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But social media makes you just know now that
Yeah.
she fine, but there's 1,000 fine chicks like
Yeah,
like
yeah,
fine
yeah.
nigga, on Instagram.
Yeah.
Fine is a dime a dozen.
Well,
Yeah.
when social media hit and Instagram hit, when you realize how many bad motherfucking women it is in the world, bro,
Yeah.
it is amazing.
But you know what I put this up the other day. I was like, you know, you chasing after a illusion. You know what I'm saying? It's like you see a female and you like, oh man. I wonder, do guys be like, you know, she like if we have kids, this kid is gonna be X. You know what I'm saying? You know, so we'll have a beautiful little girl.
Right.
Will you?
See,
Will
that's
you?
I was gonna ask
That's
that
one of the
earlier.
first thoughts. Yeah.
Because y'all seen that story about the dude had to sue his wife because they had a baby, and come to find out the baby didn't look nothing like neither one of them, and then he found out his wife had a whole bunch of cosmetic surgery.
Yeah.
This is exactly
Right.
The Chinese dude.
Exactly.
Yeah,
The Chinese guy.
dude. Yeah.
But this is nigga post. This is exactly
That's
what you
exactly
saying.
what I
Saying
Oh, you
exactly
posted
niggas
it.
say-
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
posted
Oh,
this
I
shit.
just was talking about it because I was like, you chase after, like I say, it's an illusion. Then you have, I said, it's gonna be real scary. You're gonna wake up and you're gonna have these kids, and you didn't had to build a babe, and when it's time to build a baby, is
Now,
You gotta go to Lego factory.
this before we get and we want to get into this next. This is
Hold on,
exactly.
I want to
Go
touch
ahead.
on something before you go.
All right.
What Jermaine had said earlier about like being able to dress.
Yeah.
But they're gonna talk about it later.
I will
That's
get-
one-
yeah, because that's the last slide. I
Okay.
mean, that's that
okay,
video. Yeah.
okay.
Because what I want to get into next before we go to the next slide, do you think social media has helped or killed men's confidence? Because not only do you see the bad chicks, I also see the dudes that really got that sack, that really got the bag, that's really in shape. That, you know, the guys who go viral, you know, because it's always a
Man.
pendulum that swings.
Listen,
Do y'all, what y'all think about that?
listen. In my opinion, it's gonna be kind of biased of what I'm finna say because I know y'all and y'all my niggas.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I know what y'all do. I know what y'all bring to the table. A nigga that really got it. I'm gonna say one phrase and this how to sum it up.
Okay.
I'm gonna want y'all everybody answer this question. Have you ever seen a commercial for a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, or a Rolls
You
Royce?
don't see them.
Exactly.
Nah.
That's it.
I like
but,
that.
but I also think like dudes understand that level as well.
We understand that, I think.
Yeah, so
a little better.
we 100% like so for me, like if I was a single man, like I'm not shooting for the same chicks that Future's shooting for. You know what I'm saying? Like I know like my sack ain't the same.
You know your range.
Yeah, like I know my sack ain't the same as Future sack. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like
Yeah.
if I get a proximity, possibly, but just off some general, just off the pocket, like
Yeah.
but it ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta understand what my range is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got you.
But I don't think most cats is not that moving or grooving don't understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Do you like I said from the confident? Oh, go ahead, say.
I was about to say, if social media seeing all the bad chicks, I think most men probably would be depressed looking at that.
You think they'll be intimidated?
Not necessarily intimidated. It just when you see like you gotta think about this. If I see a chick, she bad as hell, and I go look at her comment section, and it's 5,000 niggas. Oh, she fine,
Blue-
hard
with
eyes.
blue checks, huh?
Yeah, you know,
Blue checks, yeah.
with the blue checks, and it's like, ain't no way in the world I'm gonna get her. And then you know what I'm saying? Or then, like I said, depend on your approach or how you gonna get close.
I don't think like
but
that.
you know, I don't think like that. But my thing is, to me, if I'm single and I'm out here moving, I'm never gonna shoot at nobody on social media.
I don't believe in shooting it.
I would never do that. Like if I see pictures on my
so let me ask you
If she
this
shoot,
question.
oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna ask y'all a good question. So y'all ain't never shot at a chick on social media? Because the reason I'm finna ask, out of 10, if you shot at 10 chicks, what is y'all success rate? Because I done shot on social media a lot, and
you win, but you only win for your short-term goal. We're talking about really like, hey,
okay, so I'm talking we're gonna sex.
Short-term goal.
It's sex.
This is coming because I believe in you.
I'm
Don't
saying, so what's
you only return fire. You don't shoot first on social media. You return fire.
I'm saying, if you were to shoot,
yeah. I mean, it's a reason why I'm shooting. That's my point. You ain't finna just get out here shoot, because you see a lot of chicks post all their DMs unread. Look at this weirdo. Why would I want to put myself in that group?
To be a weirdo.
Then look at if we all took statistics in college, right? Like if you see she got 100,000 likes. I'm not going to be 100.
Okay, hold on. So let's clear this up, because y'all might think I'm talking about the chicks. I'm talking about just like simply a chick in your vicinity.
Are you saying a chick that I'm already familiar with?
Work with, or let's say
Okay.
somebody that y'all went to school together, but y'all might not have been the same grade, same classmate, or
That's
anything
different.
like that. So I'm saying, I'm not talking about the chicks, your Bernie's Burgos and then like that.
You saying
somebody a local?
You saying somebody where we already have a
somebody who is accessible.
I'm still not shooting on social media. If I'm single,
you just gonna wait till you see him in person,
right?
Okay.
If I don't see you in person, if I want you, and I'm never, and that may be insecurity or whatever you want to call it, but I'm never gonna put myself in that vulnerable space.
I just be worried about the DM leaks. That's the only thing.
Yeah, just to be like, hey girl, look.
This clown.
I would never be like, hey girl, look.
That nigga was in my DM.
Yeah,
I would never be. But that's who I am in person too, though.
Yeah.
I'm a laid back person in real life, so I'm not an approach person. I'm an in the cut type person. You know what I'm saying? So usually, if I'm single and I'm out there, like you're gonna have to come and engage me or something. I'm not.
I got you.
I'm not a shooter.
Well, then too, when you look at it that way, you got to understand that a cat that's got something going on, tangible and intangible, you know what I'm saying, that's worth dealing with, you move a little different. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
You move a little different. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gonna move in the same ways that somebody who is trying to. Let me say it like this.
So does Shannon Sharp fit in that category?
Shannon Sharp.
I'm glad I see what you did.
Hey, hit that freaky
I see what you did. Hit that freaky nigga shit. So my thing with Shannon Sharp is I think was a cat that came up, kind of in the area where we from. He ain't too far from where we from in Alabama, Birmingham. He always, I'm not gonna say he always, I think he had a fetish. He liked what he liked. You know what I'm saying?
But quietly though, I think Shannon was quietly kind of corny though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was gonna get that. He was a corny cat.
And them white girls was unattainable then.
That was unattainable.
Yeah.
He got to the point to where he had the money, and anything that was nothing that was unattainable. It's kind of like with me and my situation.
I didn't want to go down.
Like hold on. Like me, I'm a car whore.
Mm-hmm.
20 years now, I didn't have the access to the type of vehicles that I have access to now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker come up to me, now and was like, I got a Lambo. You know what I'm saying? I'm going. I'm a whore. I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah.
He's at that point now. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't cover the bases that he needed to cover to make that happen.
See, and that's kind of the conversation me and Chris had, because Chris said he don't believe in tricking, and he said you're supposed to be with women that like you, right? That what you said?
100%.
And so I'd say my rebuttal to that was, if I'm a nigga that didn't work this hard, then got to put myself in position, then got the fame and got the money, it ain't no such thing as shit off limits to me anymore, because I didn't work this hard. So even if it comes to the point where I got to go Hey, here goes some money. I didn't work
See,
to
that's why-
I didn't work to the position where ain't nothing off limits now. So
No
if,
limits.
if I throw you 5 racks, if I put some furniture in there like Donald Trump did, Stormy Daniels. Stormy Daniels said Trump furnished her whole apartment.
It ain't triggering if you got it.
No,
And we talking
I
about-
agree.
You see what I'm
And
saying? Like-
and you hear cats say that, like, you pay what you weigh though.
Pay
Like,
what you weigh,
right,
baby.
Around and say,
See, this,
like you
we,
pay.
I'm
You pay
finna
what
get
you
us
weigh,
off,
bro.
but this is a conversation we said we got.
We had this conversation all the
We got to
time.
have a tricky
But
conversation.
you pay what you weigh. Like if I got it.
Now
Like,
I'm a rebuttal y'all on that. Now this is why I say what I say, because we talking about money and spending in the transaction. Anything that, and especially relationship, a lot of times if I spend money on a chick and she's local, it's good, I'm coming back. Right? You coming back. So now we got a relationship. So
no, get back to me. Say that again.
So anytime they say if you go somewhere, or you get a chick or you spend the money and it's good, you're going to be a returning customer, right? So by default, it's almost contractual. Anything that you looking from your iPhone, your insurance, your cable, Wi-Fi, anything, it comes with what? Terms and conditions.
Yeah.
So Shannon Sharp didn't know the terms and conditions. He thinking it's his terms and conditions. It ain't. Once you spend on the chick, it's her terms and conditions. Because you say I'm gonna spend $5,000 and you done did some sketchy shit saying what he said on the call. I'm gonna choke you. You got to get choked. I want to put the big back baby or all this type of stuff. Now you playing by her rules because you playing the boyfriend game. Keep it as a trick. Keep it as payroll, and that's it. You get to go. You get to stepping outside them terms and conditions. You're subject to whatever comes with that.
But see,
that's my point.
I actually agree with what you just said, because my thing is, like I told you, I always use this analogy. Sometimes I'm gonna pay to go to get on the roller coaster at Six Flags because I want a thrill. It is what it is. Some people might find other enjoyment when they go to Six Flags, but I'm coming for this type of ride. Other people might look at me crazy while I'm riding this ride, but this is what I want to do. People got something to say. It is what it is. And like I said, I understand that I'm here for this. Now, the thing is, like I told you, we had a conversation. I don't believe in tricking to get a girl to like me, but if I'm tricking because I just want to bust her down, that's different. Like, I'm not spending bread so I could be your man. I'm not spending bread so we can start a family. I'm not spending bread. None of that. I am here for a sexual transaction.
And I agree with you on that. Go ahead, man.
I think it's something like psychological. I'm talking to Chris now. This is my psych major over here. So I think it's something when you, and I don't see nothing wrong. I'm not one of those people that be like, oh, she's too young and all that. But I think it is something wrong at the same time. I'm talking on both sides of my neck. And that goes back to the point you were saying, I think, or one of y'all was saying that it was a point in time where these females was unattainable to him. And now that I got money, I'm going to pay to get that access I couldn't get before. And now I'm exposing myself to something I probably shouldn't be exposing myself to. And to me, I think that's some deep-rooted psychological nonsense, because my thing is, it's a lot of bad 30-year-old
facts,
like super
40,
bad.
and they ready to go.
And the thing about it is, this female was not bad.
She wasn't.
So what I'm saying is something internally that he's reflecting back on the time when he couldn't have this thing. To me, I feel like that's the case.
I'm gonna say that, do you know that she had OnlyFans, right?
Yes, she had
OnlyFans.
Okay, and she doing $200,000 a month, and he indirectly talked about her on his show before this shit came out.
Okay, so
on Nightcap.
I missed that one. Okay.
So when I get to see you on OnlyFans, see how you moving and grooving. You could say it's some bad 30-year-olds, but right now I'm watching this 19-year-old, 20-year-old bitch right now. Turn up.
Hold on. But my thing is, what made you go look for that 19-year-old?
Okay, hold on. Let's stop.
Let's
stop right there. Let's do a history lesson. He ran up. Well, the situation was he met her at a gym in LA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She, in my mind, she knew who the fuck he was.
Of course.
I agree.
Yep.
We all agree that.
She probably already knew what type of time he was on, all that type of shit like that. He liked them young ones. She liked them fine. You know what I'm saying? She was tight. She was white. That's what his thing. You know what I'm saying? She put herself in a position to be picked.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So at that point, the shit just kind of flowed like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what he liked. At the end of the day, but my thing is, he ain't into maybe what we into. You know what I'm saying? We might like older, mature black women. But if she know that's what he like, she gonna do whatever the fuck she needs to do.
Cater to his needs.
She gonna cater to his needs.
This is why I got to push back with him. He said it's a bad 30-year-olds. Now Shannon Sharp 56.
Right.
Yeah.
It's still
You a freaky ass nigga.
it still would have been an issue.
Yeah.
Would it not still been an issue?
No, because I'm gonna tell you
So
why.
yeah, they want to say he's 25 years older than
I'm gonna tell you why. Because
You're good to grow.
the transaction and the experience wouldn't have been nowhere near how this is. Because when you listen to this woman on here, it's very, very submissive. When you listen to her voice, she's very, very soft.
Super.
She's playing. She followed him state to state. So I'm following you because I don't want to lose these benefits I'm getting. With your 30-year-old, at some point, the 30-year-old and up is only gonna play that back seat so long before I want to be front seat. Hey, I ain't just gonna keep fuck. It's gonna come out. We seen it time and time again. The older women can't play the side chick like the younger chick, because the younger chick got more time to play. The older chick don't. She wants security. So she may play the trick game, but she gonna let you know I'm with him.
See, I disagree. You know why? I'm gonna give you one answer. Bernice Burgos.
She making known that she making known that she front seat.
Bernice bad though. But here's the thing.
She bad, but she also 45, and she also never been married, and we never seen nobody really just take us out.
Let me tell you like this, and I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. She 45. I'm 45. She can get it.
I just said she couldn't. I'm busting her down too.
At the end of the day, it goes back to the type of dude that you are. You know what I'm saying? And what you want and what you desire at the end of the day. A lot of times you deal with a lot of cats. Like I don't know Shannon Sharp. I'm a big fan of him nonstop. But at the end of the day, it depends on the type of nigga that you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you quality over substance type of dude, at the end of the day, let's take for instance, if I was available and I had the opportunity to be with somebody like Bernice Burgos and she was a quality chick, hands down, she would be wrapped up. I would do whatever I needed to do to lock that in.
Because you seen her in public with Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown brought her out. That's what I'm saying. She's gonna let you know she in the front seat. I ain't seen no courtside with Shannon Sharp and his Gabby chick
at all.
I ain't seen no football game, no press box. I seen Bernice Burgos on the wood with Jaylen Brown at the fashion shows with Jaylen Brown. She gonna let you know I'm front seat, even if the relationship don't work.
Okay, so that's Jaylen Brown, and that goes back to that nigga Young.
Yeah.
Okay, so we put that out there. So that Young counts him out because when she was, I was gonna say that, but I to put it when Bernice was playing backseat to T.I.
Yeah. Because T.I. different. T.I. different. He married.
But I'm saying
so you gotta play
if
this.
you know T.I. been married since he came out.
Yeah.
So you know what type of nigga this is, and you agreed to do this off top.
But you gotta marry nigga and a single dude. It's gonna be a different.
But I get what you're saying.
But then you got a T.I. T.I. a hood nigga with money. He done fuck all kind of different broads.
Yeah.
Bernice just another bad broad that he wanted to hit. But you ain't the long game.
And T.I. got the game.
Yeah, you ain't the long game.
But I'm not even talking about the T.I. Like if T.I. got the game, I'm just talking about what you said about not playing the back seat. A chick will play the back seat and sign up knowing
talking about an older chick playing the back seat.
Yeah, the older chick will play the back seat because she did that with T.I. knowing this nigga was married. Because long as I've known T.I., he's always been married to Tiny. Tiny's always been in the picture. So you will sign up. A older chick will sign up.
How long ago was that?
And the reason that it messed up, if y'all remember, the reason that it went sour because Tiny found out about it. Then she started going on little interviews and started saying, dropping little hints and shit like that.
Yeah.
So that's what
you got to think. She's 45 now.
This was about 4 years ago when that blew up because she was at his concert.
No, it was a little longer.
It was longer.
It was longer than 4 years ago.
About 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
About 10 years
She's
ago.
still in her 30s. Then,
but she was 35.
He got caught up with another chick backstage. That one, Bernice Burgos. He got caught up at the concert.
Why didn't see that?
Yeah, he was backstage with the chick. I thought that was the Bernice Burger, but it may have been another one.
But I'm saying, like, in your 30s, though, like, you still.
I'm saying with across the board, most chicks, if the guy is single, she wants to be in the front seat. She gonna do everything in her power to make it known. It's different when I sign up to be with a married dude. I already know what I got to do. And you done played side chick before.
I'm just going over your statement though. That's all.
I feel like, but Bernice like a career. Like
That's what I was saying.
But I don't think she's in a relationship. I don't think she got that mentality to try to be in a relationship.
She a
like
career
that.
baddie.
I got
Maybe now, but then I'm talking about at that time.
She's
kind of
spinning.
moving in.
She never will be, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
She's a career baddie.
Yeah,
she's
spinning.
like
That's her brand.
That's
you
her
know what I'm
brand
saying?
is being a career baddie.
Swapping
Like,
the rich nigga out for the next rich nigga.
At the end of the day, when she get in the next 3 to 4 years, when it's over with, you know what I'm saying? She gonna end up.
That's
with
when reality gonna hit.
That's when reality gonna hit.
She ain't got no kids.
Yeah,
she got a daughter. Her daughter badder than
her daughter bad.
Nah,
yeah.
her daughter ain't better than her now.
Hey, she tough now. Saying,
No.
She tough now.
Age wise,
she tough.
age wise, that daughter bad boy.
Both of them tough.
Both of them.
How old
No,
is
the daughter is
27.
The daughter is
27.
not finer than her mom. I'm sorry.
That to be subjective. But we gonna get into that. We want to keep the show going. Let's get into some comments.
I ain't gonna argue with the pick and choose.
Yeah, I blind pick. But
Right,
before we get into
right.
the before we
I
get into
would
the
too.
before we get into the next video, let's get some comments. We got Jay. Jay said something earlier. I want to see what Jay said.
She was like, gotta go have a great show, fellas.
Okay. And Shanti came in.
Said get on the last couch. Hey, Frederico? Wesley?
Federico.
You can still have money and still not get women or the woman you want.
Now that's true.
I don't know though.
But it's gonna be hard to have money and not get what you not get a chick.
I disagree with that. You can have money. You can always get a chick. It might not just be the chick you want.
Okay,
Yeah.
so when we had these
That's what he said.
conversations,
You can't get the one you want.
this conversation got to be, are we talking about sex or relationship? Because I think I think money will make a woman pop that kid.
She'll get in a relationship because she want to, because the benefits got to come over time.
Hold on. We speak. Who is trying to get in a relationship when you got bread like that?
Well, we
Like-
see it every day.
We got a lot of dudes are Greenville. They get bread because they just spend so much money
We
getting
just
bread.
seen Giannis get married 2-3 years ago.
He a fool.
Paul George,
Fool.
he married a stripper.
Fool.
Paul George.
Yeah.
How old Paul George is?
Melo
30?
got a stripper
30
Paul
pregnant.
George like 31, 32.
31, 32. But he married a stripper and she from out of state,
All right, but
out the country.
I think all right. Let's not use
Athletes.
because they didn't ran through a lot of things by the time they didn't got 10 years.
yeah,
in-
yeah.
in
10 years
the
of the
league,
game, they
you know
done
what I'm
did
saying?
what
They
we
ran
done
through-
did, yeah.
All right, I
Right.
need somebody to come home to at this point. As a 10-year vet in the league, I want to come home to. What you cooking, baby?
Right.
I don't want no Roman noodles and Taco Bell.
That's why I don't understand
Chipotle.
why people that's athletes, I don't understand why they don't get married after their career.
Kevin Garnett.
Because that's what they always get divorced. As soon as they get retired, they gonna get divorced because now you at home with all the time. Now she gotta have sex with you more. Now you getting on her nerve. Now she gotta clean and cook more. She was loving when you was on the road, but now you here all the time. Now you need to get somebody.
But you know what?
that's
Here's
established.
Carrie Hilson just was talking about her and Serge
Serge
Ibaka.
Ibaka.
And
Yeah,
she was
yeah,
just saying that like when she saw the red flag, she went ahead and walked away because she felt like she wanted him to have that experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead and be the man because at the time they was winning and all that. Go ahead and have that experience and not be in a relationship. So to that degree, like I don't know. I think it'd be tough to kind of be the man and still trying to be in a relationship too early.
That's big for her to even do that though.
Yeah.
That take a lot of maturity.
Yeah,
We're gonna let's get into this next clip. Like I said, we talking about life before social media. If y'all remember how I remember, I kind of jumped off the porch a little early. I was going to house parties 11, 12, going to the skating
middle
rink,
school, hanging out.
middle school, and the vibes of what I see today, and I still like to go. Jermaine, we're gonna talk about that close to the end of the show. He got one of my favorite parties coming up. My boy Jay, he couldn't be here tonight, but the 80s and the 90s, we finna play a clip from House Party 1. This House Party 1, I think. Yeah. And you're gonna see just the aesthetic and some of the things that are not just standing out, but you're gonna see them once we break down the video. So let's roll this clip, Sid.
What are you doing? This ain't aerobics class.
You can't do it.
Is that a challenge? I think it is. You better come on out here. Come on.
Bust it.
Hey, look, you drunk? Should we do this? Come on, let's do this.
Have sex or do you make love? How do you live? Do you give it? Do you take it? Right, but that ain't my type of. Yeah, right.
Don't be moving me.
I'm gonna tell you why I picked that clip. Because I used to be a dancing machine back when
I
I was I used to be a dancing machine.
Listen, we all dance to that shit.
Hey, and why I played that clip, you don't see one cell phone. Everybody's engaged. And this actually was one of the videos that pointed out how we started off interacting with girls.
Yeah.
Again, because you had these experiences at 12, 13. You didn't, compared to now, you ain't got the bottles in your section. You ain't got all the chains and the gold on. You ain't got the diamonds dancing.
You ain't had sections.
You ain't have sections. So with that clip, when you see that, what's two things that stick out as far as them interacting like that?
Just even the conversation as far as like you said, even a challenge. You know what I'm saying? They had to challenge the chicks to dancing. I mean, like it was a thing. Even dudes being comfortable dancing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like now, like cats not comfortable dancing.
I just look in the background and everybody moved.
Everybody
moving, except my man that was asleep, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody else
was out.
Yeah,
everybody else was they was enjoying the time. Ain't nobody complaining about it. We in his house. Oh, you ain't got no food.
That's another thing.
You ain't got no Wi-Fi.
Yeah, where's the Wi-Fi code?
That's another thing too. Do the people even have house parties like that anymore?
Oh, people my age.
We don't know about them. It ain't on social media.
It gotta be some people that you. It gotta be people that you click with.
Yeah.
Like matter of fact, for example, we was at Jermaine's house last weekend.
Yeah.
It was just people that you know, people that you rock with, like that.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
I guess with this age range with LB, you ain't gonna have too many people at your house partying, dancing. Like this is, these people in this video young.
But even then, like I think, like for what it is, like it'll never be like if I invite you over, I invite you to invite your partner over. They gonna never be us here. It's always gonna be us and whoever you invite to your social media atmosphere to my house. You know what I'm saying? So like it's never gonna be what we got right here going on.
And then also you gotta think they was teenagers. They was in high school.
Yeah.
I think if a kid these days have a set like that, they not trying to dance and stuff. They trying to do something.
Nah, they chilling. They doing TikTok videos.
So,
so
I'm gonna tell y'all.
Yeah.
Last Thursday, I do 360 booths, and we do a lot of proms. And so we went to a prom last week. Literally, nobody was dancing.
Yeah.
The only time they started dancing is when the line dances came on.
Yeah.
But like dancing with each other, all the twerk songs coming on. And then if you see people dancing, this is another weird thing that we didn't grow up on. But a lot of the chicks, when they was dancing on their homegirls, slapping each other on the
hate
That's crazy.
slapping each other on the
Way
butt.
to go.
And the dudes just standing around in a circle watching the girls twerk and slap each other, and they doing all this homo stuff. But yeah, I was like, bro,
They go
when
back
did this
to-
come popular?
Go back to what we were talking about earlier. Like nobody want to put themselves out there to be potentially laughed at. Like that's like the forefront of you not having fun, but like I don't want to get out there and then somebody got something to say.
I'm going viral.
So
You going viral.
So the psychology come in that it's a line dance. We all out there together. We can move together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's not no big thing. Me standing out there in the middle to do something. You have those people. It's some of them kids.
You know
there.
what's crazy about hold on? You know what's crazy about what you said though? You said about the line dance, but people don't want to get embarrassed. But I still see people jump up that don't know the line dance.
But what I'm saying is, it's
in
a tribe.
Collective.
It's
Oh, I got
collectively
you, I got
together.
you,
You know what I'm saying? So I
you.
can, I maybe, you don't know it either. Oh,
Okay,
I'm
you're
gonna
right,
try.
you're
I'm gonna try.
right,
You know what I'm
you're
saying?
right, yeah,
It's
yeah,
that
yeah.
tribal mentality.
Yeah,
Like we
yeah,
move. All right, I can do it like this, but I'm not gonna get it by myself.
And you got to think about the times when we was young, like going to parties and like you have a partner, you dance on the chick and she got there, she turned around and be like,
Got look at it.
Yeah. Give you that look.
She stopped,
Yeah.
and she stopped. She stopped dancing. Like, oh, hold on.
Or she got to get the friend approval. Is he cute? You see what I'm saying?
They
Yeah.
ain't gonna never go through that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's different. That's different like that.
The thing is that fuck with your confidence. You
Oh,
know,
100%.
100%.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why we got so many young individuals now, man, because they don't you don't have situations like that.
But you know,
collectively though, like most niggas, like even me as a young cat, like I wasn't like I ain't super shooting. So like
nah.
I like who like me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I ain't like over here just out here with no pen and paper, like trying to get 10 and 15 numbers. Like
that's another thing. The pen and paper.
I remember going out with that pen.
Who fuck with me? You know what I'm saying? So like, but in some cats, I hit shooting at whatever clever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is a win, but I think society has changed that whole concept to like very few cats out here shooting at whatever. You know what I'm saying?
But those are the individuals that, with time, those are your networkers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
those kids
sure.
that have the ability to take that rejection because it's
I keep it
numbers.
going.
At
Yeah,
the end of
yeah,
numbers,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
that's true.
you see them now; they actually are more social.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
fact.
saying?
Like, even me as a young cat, like you kill me here and I'm through. Like,
I'm saying,
I'm sitting out for the rest of the night.
They ain't fucking with
I'm
me.
just-
Man.
That was the bad thing
Well, that's
about
y'all what happened tonight.
that was the bad thing about getting rejected early in the party. If other chicks can see you get rejected, you might well go home.
Hey
Yeah.
man,
Might as
It's
well go
over.
home.
It's
Hey,
over.
The balloon pop shit. Is that
That's-
balloon
yeah,
pop
yeah,
shit?
yeah.
Fact.
That balloon pop shit.
That's definitely
You might well
Shut-
go to the house.
shout out to my partner AV.
my boy AV.
AV Ashanti told me a long time ago, man. He was like, when you go to the party, he was like, man, just don't start hollering at everybody. He said, wait till everybody get in there. And he said, you start at the top. And you work your way back to the bottom.
Yeah. Now I want to ask a question because I can't remember the last time I was out at a party or a club and asked a chick to dance. I can't remember that. It may have been high school, may have been college. I can't remember last time I was out and I said, you want to dance? Slow dancing. And I wanted to put that in there, but I didn't put that in there tonight. But slow dancing used to be a thing. It's no longer a thing.
Here's what I tell you. Now, back to what he was saying, you go to somewhere now, you got most of your chicks, they dancing with each other.
They dancing with each other.
I'm talking about they be, ass
And
flat, jiggling, ass everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You got 8-9 dudes behind her. She in the section. She got 2-3 girls on her. She's twerking, they slapping ass and all that shit. Dude walk up to her,
you out of pocket.
like you out of pocket. Like why
The
though?
culture done shifted though. Like just imagine you being in the club, everybody in their section, you see a bad chick, you go over to her section like, hey, come dance with me. She gonna be like,
dance.
It do what?
Yeah.
She might not even know how to dance with you. She know how to dance with the girl.
That's the thing, because like, do they even facilitate in the clubs a place for you or a time for you to be like, okay, this is a song, let me go? Because I know before he got canceled, R. Kelly slow dance used to come on, and that
shit come on at the end of the night, bro.
Now, but that was the club, that was the part that started that slow dance. It was coming on. You go ask the chick for a dance with the whoop, and now it's like everything is about, like you said, nobody want to go to the club and listen to a lot of talking about brokies. Like, I'm trying to get away from my day. Now, y'all talking about I ain't got no money and all this type of stuff. And you trying to floss on me and flex on me and all this. It be kind of hard for you.
It ain't no songs like that no more.
No,
it ain't no songs like that no more.
Because your Brent Fires is new R&B.
It's girl songs talk about broke niggas or talking about niggas in some derogatory fashion, and in reverse is niggas like objectifying the shit out of females in every song that you go to back to back to back, unless you played some old school shit.
So when the last time y'all heard a new in 2025, let's say last 5 years, a real true love song that you can dance to?
Like a ballad,
like a ballad that somebody made?
I can't think of one.
Oh, ballad.
Outside of that Future and Tim's a vibe, dog.
Okay, so that's one I get.
That Wait For You.
That Wait For You is cool.
That'll make you want to groove.
I don't know about a ballad.
It ain't a
Burna Boy junk. Burna Boy stuff.
Okay,
oh yeah. He do.
Party,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You talking about some good vibe music. I'm gonna tell you, I'm a little older than y'all. I'm 45. I'm a love nigga. I like R&B, love songs and shit like that. But the nigga Kenyon Dixon, I don't know if y'all ever heard him.
I ain't heard him. You put me on something.
I've heard him, but I ain't never listened to music.
Nigga is the truth, son.
Okay.
Yeah.
Him,
I be listening to Manny Wells.
BJ, the Chicago Kid, that R&B shit like that. That's the type of shit that I be on. I like
October.
that.
What's in it?
October London.
Yeah.
That
But I'm
type of shit like that.
I'm gonna tell you, them blues songs coming back. Them blues
Oh,
songs
yeah.
gonna bring it. It's actually coming full circle again to where you getting those little vibes now.
And them blues niggas, they talk about love, but they talking about cheating. Everybody cheating.
You know,
they fucking somebody else, but you know they
that's
talking
about the
about
closest
love,
thing that we get, I think, on a broad scale where you kind of getting some of that energy back.
Yeah,
I think people are getting to the point now, like the conversation we have, but I think a lot of people are craving that interaction there.
But the thing about it is, though, even with my son, and I think all of us, except for Chris, I know all of our sons are about the same age. Me, Lavelle, and Jermaine, all our sons are between 16 and 17 years old. You know, I wonder, like, nigga, do you know how to like
Yeah,
y'all know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Do you even know how to like? You know what I'm saying? Pull up. You know what I'm saying? You got your R.
Work
Kelly,
your move.
R. Kelly in the background. You know what I'm saying? You got your one hand on the wall. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to goddamn. Do you know how to do that?
That shit different.
Where is that now?
You know what
it's
women
art.
say. You know what females say? They say they be at a party or a club, see a nigga stare at them all night. The nigga don't say nothing. They say they go home.
And he got a DM.
He DM'd, hey, I seen you at the club tonight. Nigga, you see
I blame the chicks though. Because let me tell you why. You got a lot of chicks with self-esteem issues that they get validation about who they are, about how many niggas that's in their DMs.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she might even actually like the dude at the end of the day, but it's like, oh, I gotta be somebody. A chick made this a long time ago. If you are obtainable, if you're accessible, you're not really worth being obtainable. And I think that's some bullshit. Because at the end of the day, if you got a quality dude that want to holler at you, you know what I'm saying? You never know what it is. You're obtainable. Get them an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times chicks want to be celebrities now. And they want to be so unobtainable unless you're a certain quality of man. You know what I'm saying?
I can see it.
You a chick, you work at Winn-Dixie in Fairfield, but you want to be obtainable and sought after by a nigga that played for the Memphis Grizzlies.
But I also you gotta give girls a little bit of grace, and I'm gonna tell you why. You got regular chicks that we all know who pictures go crazy when they post stuff up.
Yeah, it's fair.
Because there's a whole bunch of cats that's overgoing, like ODing, like I lick your, I want to drink your. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Calm down.
Right.
You just saw it.
Relax. Relax.
You gotta relax.
Right.
But in their mind, likes is like the new ego booster. So now I come out, I'm and we looking at you like.
Before you go, say it, and I'm gonna piggyback on what Nick and Lavelle said. They even did a study where they removed the feature to count the likes because they were showing the damage of self-esteem and depression that people were dealing with. This on Instagram, and then it trans over to Facebook because it's the same thing.
It killed.
I said, you mean to tell me if I don't get no? I done seen chicks post a picture, it don't get no likes, they'll delete it.
But killed them. The kids done this whole thing where they remove all the pictures that don't got the most likes.
Yeah.
And you can tell, like I always say, you can tell a lot about a person by looking at their social media page. If you only putting the best of the best of the best, that says something about you. Like if you can't get up and like you just want to share something and you ain't just sharing it raw and in that moment, that's saying something about your character. I ain't saying good, bad, but it's saying something about your character.
It either got a filter, an edit, or some type of something extra added on to it because like I said, shout out to the Fly Flash. Yeah, we've been going 5 years. Salute. And I say, send me pictures. And I had to get strict on pictures because I tell my clients that your picture's going to dictate the quality of this flyer.
Yeah.
Make sure your pictures are crispy. We in 2025. You should have everything should be crispy. No matter, even if you got an Android or iPhone, everything, the cameras and the tech is there. And I get a bunch of pictures with filters on top of filters. I said, babe, you don't need all this. I can't even see you.
Right.
I don't know who you.
I can barely see you to add you onto this flyer. So, to your point, the likes and everything social media involved has made a archetype of men and women. I say more so women because if you look at I scroll my social, I call it social media streets. Women are the main users of social media. They're always on there. It's never if I scroll down and I see 10 posts. 7 of them are gonna be women.
Hey, so I was in a club one time, right? So a girl got this girl to take a picture of her. So we sit in the section and we're watching this girl take her phone, edit the picture, and she draws an ass on her.
No,
that's crazy.
I promise. She edits and draws, and if y'all pay attention to like the women that have the body, you could look a wall will be curved in the back, or some will be up, and she literally is over there. We looking at her draw her ass and then post it.
I'm gonna take you back. See, when we talk about the 90s, we talk about 80s, 90s, going back pre-social media. Think about when you see a chick take a picture now. How many times she got to take that picture?
12.
Think back when it was Polaroid.
One
You only
take,
had
one
one
time.
shot.
One take,
Whatever you
Jake.
got, that's what we got, baby. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's why so many people look rough back in the day.
Yeah,
And they didn't think nothing else about it.
And that was it. And they loved it. Oh, this is the one. No matter what. Oh, I love this.
Because
they
those
know
were the pictures that was living in the moment.
you ain't have 10. You ain't have 10 opportunities.
They were living in the moment.
They was raw. It was just in that moment of time. It was in his realest form.
It goes back to what I said. When you a chick living in Birmingham, Alabama, and you a baddie in Birmingham, Alabama, and you fuck around and see a chick that live in Dallas, Texas, and she a baddie, that makes you reevaluate your baddie status.
Yeah.
Because you know now niggas got access to this chick.
Yeah.
She went viral, and you see all the dudes just hollering. The thing about it is, and Jermaine said this, I don't know if he remembered it, but he was like, it might not have been a good thing for niggas to have that much access to women all over the world.
I'm a double down on what I just said just a little bit, and I'm gonna leave it alone. Everybody got that one auntie that was always out.
Ooh.
She got the same post because she mastered it because she only got that one take. She had that one same pose every time, and she gonna hit it on cue every time.
Because it
every
worked.
time it worked, and you know you only got that one shot because you about to pay $5 for that picture.
And quite crazy it sounds like, I didn't learn my fake smile until social media. Like I know my fake smile now that makes me look, you know what I'm saying, happy and like look pleasant now.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck that was 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Real. You took so many pictures.
You took so much bullshit. You like, okay, well, like,
and I think we all, and not to just put it on female. I think we all do that to a point. You want to get that right picture. You're gonna post, especially you didn't put your outfit together. You want to get the right picture. Yeah. But we not gonna put filters and all that on. But you want to make sure you present yourself the way you want to be seen.
But it goes back to like what's her name? Ashanti Jordan.
Pull up Ashanti comment.
She said, "Ain't nothing wrong with eliminating the fupa."
Oh, they put a hand over. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with eliminating the fupa. Come on.
I agree to a degree because, again, the competition factor makes you say, always put your best foot forward. Always.
But when we see you in person, we're gonna see that fupa.
But
embrace the
see
fupa.
that's like the post that said a lot of the ads y'all be posting don't be behind y'all when we see y'all in public.
Right.
Yeah. But you know what's also crazy is the facial. You gotta think about it. Like you go get your body done,
bro.
You go get your face done,
bro.
Then you go put makeup on top of it. Then you go put a filter on top of it. That is crazy.
Then you get married and have these kids that look like he on that.
Let me tell you something. Jermaine and my boy Draper had a pool party, right?
Oh yeah, I missed that one. Yeah, you told me. Tell us
it
more.
It was a chick that I had been seeing on social media. I know for like 6-7 years, and we all talked about it in our group chat. And I was like, man, this motherfucker bad. She bad.
Oh hell!
I seen her at the pool party, and I wanted to leave.
It was that bad. Jermaine, it was that
bad. Listen, I have no idea what this brother talking about. The next pool party, ladies feel 100% comfortable in yourselves.
Listen, I'm talking about on social media. She is a baddie, bro.
Yeah.
I get to this party. Jermaine hit me. Draper called me. You coming through, nigga? I'm coming. Is she there? Oh, she there. All right. I want to see her. I got to see her in person.
Yeah.
So what was
motherfuckers had? She had craters in her face, bro.
Oh damn!
Like on social media, she looks immaculate.
She look flawless.
Bro, in real life, craters in her face. Like come on, bro.
Embrace your flaws.
Like if you
was her body still? Did it look good too?
Absolutely not.
So the body did it look good on social media?
Trash.
But
and social media. Oh, top notch.
That's a cheat code.
But she ain't look good in her swimsuit.
Trash.
She wasn't a neck upper, was it?
Damn.
Nigga, she was
or chest upper. You know them chest up pictures.
Oh, yeah,
she was an absolute disaster.
But you know the chest up. You know the fat girls they lay down and then take a picture. They lay.
Yeah.
They gotta lay down and take a picture.
This one here, bro. I'm talking about niggas was at her. I ran into a dude
at the pool party.
No, I'm talking about before we got there.
Oh, okay.
When we seen it, we was like,
"That's up."
This you?
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy,
bro. I'm talking about terrible, bro.
we gonna keep it going. If y'all, like I said, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video. We're gonna do call-ins. If y'all want to call in, give y'all 2 cents on what we're discussing, which is life before social media. This third one, I think, was this the fashion?
This is Chicago when it was outside.
Okay, this is basically showing the college experience for those who. Shout out to my alma mater, AAMU, Alabama A&M.
That's right.
Alabama State for life, baby. ASU,
the best HBCU in the land.
No, sir. Alabama State University, right here.
Alabama A&M. But when I saw this video, it took me back to when I first went to college. Social media wasn't a thing, but it just shows how clean and how vibrant we were. It wasn't no negative.
I already know.
It wasn't that, but we're gonna play it. Let's go see it.
Bye, Cheney.
Bye.
You hear the voice of reason telling you this can never be done. No matter how hard reality seems, just hold on to your dreams, yeah. Although it seems you never win, you will always pass the test. As long as you keep your head to the sky, can we? As long as you keep your head to the sky, you can believe this. As long as
Before you get into this, man,
Yes,
that music,
the music.
those sounds, it vibrates to my soul, bro. Like,
Gives you a different feel, though.
man, when I tell you, going to school and like, I remember days when I used to be like, man, but I would think back on House Party. That was a song from
It was on House Party.
When
Yep.
House Party 2 in particular, when he was going to school.
Yeah.
House Party, different world, things of that. It to me, it motivated me to like, man, I want to go to college.
Look at that,
I want to
yeah.
go to college. I want to go to college. I reflect vividly on those things. And like, even with the C4, that's why the Black Man United is one of the C4 anthems. You know what I'm saying? Because that it resonates to my childhood. And it was like little more, even to this day as a grown man, when I'm depressed and I need that little bit of motivation, I'm putting that song on and I'm playing it.
Yep.
That one too. That's
Yep.
one of them songs that no matter what I'm going through, if I need that little bit of motivation to pick me up or just kick me in the ass, I play it and get me on track.
But before you take off, Chris, ironically, I play that song every single morning when I get
That's
up.
crazy.
I'm on the road. I travel all over the country. I transport cars all over the country. No matter where I'm at, a truck stop, where I wake up, hotel. When I get in my truck and I crank that motherfucker up, when I first put it in drive, that's the first song I play. Optimistic by Sounds of Blasting every day, bro.
Man.
That is my motivation. That's the song that get me going every single day. And looking at that, when Chris first when you first said something about it, and Bell said something about it, somebody put that in the group. I think Jermaine or somebody put that same clip in the group, and I saw it. And man, I ain't gonna lie, that shit brought tears to my eyes because it took me back to Bama State days and '97 and all that shit, bro.
Thinking about like even just talking about it just then, it almost evoked the emotion of
Yeah,
like,
facts,
damn,
facts.
you know what I'm
For me
saying?
as well. Like I feel some type of way about that shit. Like it's like it's like damn, like nigga, that's Alcorn. Like right there, like if you wasn't doing that during my time in college, like you weren't living
life.
No.
Yeah,
and you see, so like I said, the vibrance and it's nothing negative. You got the men in the pictures jumping in. There's no get out my picture. It's none of that. It's just so it's a different time. Like you don't see this unity and you don't see this engagement. It's really about the engagement nowadays. When you go out and I gotta talk. I'm you looking at your phone. You ain't even giving me conversation. You ain't even really worried about what I'm saying because you worried about what's on your phone.
Right.
I can't even get your full attention. But in that time, it was no distraction. Everything was organic.
But even going back to like for me, bro, like even the Alcorn, like nigga, we couldn't even like in 2000 when I would Alcorn in 2001.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even use I had a Sprint phone. Like I couldn't even use my phone until I left campus because I was analog roaming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't even get text, like even coming back home to the house, I couldn't get text to the house until I left campus.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't no text message. Like I could communicate with nobody text message wise, none of that was going on. No cell phone shit.
Yeah.
None of that was going on.
It's crazy. It seems like back then, when that video camera or that camcorder came out, everybody lit up. Everybody got a camcorder in their hand now, so it's like I want to look the best. Oh, don't put me on this. You know what I'm saying? Back then, it didn't matter. You got a camcorder.
Just put me on.
They want to get in the camera.
Whatever I look like is this my opportunity.
Is it? Because you know that's going to be immortalized on somebody's tape. I want a copy of that. You know what I'm saying?
And it might be your last chance ever to even get on film. You know what I'm saying? Like this might be my only time ever to get on a camcorder. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't got one. It might be 2 or 3 niggas that got a camcorder. Nigga, the money I give right now to find my camcorder from high school.
Oh my God!
And my camcorder from college. I would give money right now to find tapes from a camcorder, bro.
Facts.
Because it's in you so in the moment. Like it's very few. Real talk. We talk about hundreds of people. It might be 3 people got a camcorder.
You know right.
And you gonna find them.
It's gonna find them. Like everybody want to get their little moment. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What'd you say, Sid?
I was about to say, y'all notice one thing. One thing I noticed about the video is only one group of people still dressed the same way today.
Who's that?
The men.
Ooh, boy, you hit something.
The men still dressed the same in that video, but the women totally different.
The thing about it is, what I realize what that is, and I tell my son this all the time, little Nick. And I talked to him about this. He take a big liking to Chris and how he move in the fashion and stuff like that. I said, but at the end of the day, you can maneuver and you can, move around in the fashion industry like that. But at some point you got to be classic. You got to be a classic man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think within our friend group, what we have here, everybody has their own different style. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of the pretty boy type. I'm in the suits and slacks and type of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But everybody has their own style. But at the end of the day, we all come back to a base of a classic style. I think men are more of a classic style. I think women, it goes back to, and I'm not bashing women, but I think they're more so in competition with each other.
It's trendy. They in the trendy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
We in that period of the wow factor, and I've seen this progress over the last. I'm old enough now to see how everyone wants that next. Oh, so Lil Kim squatting in the bathing suit with a fur on. It was like, ooh.
I said
somebody got to one up it, and it's everybody's looking to one up the next moment.
Yeah,
and then that turned it to being viral. You know what I'm saying? Be it a picture or a video clip or whatever. It's like, and when it comes to women, I think they are in extreme competition when it comes to beauty standards. I think once you have somebody that you remember, and I think it's kind of, I don't know if it's still the same. I really don't pay attention as much as I used to, but I feel like it was a point in time when every girl looked at the same. They contoured their face the same. They wore their hair the same. The bust down middle part, BBL, contour face, big cheeks,
it's
big
still
lips.
The same.
It's like it was all
like
everybody
right
looked the same. Everybody wanted to look just like Kim Kardashian. Every chick that did their face up looked like Kim Kardashian.
I think you have more of that now because you see the baby hairs, the lashes, and
BBLs.
The BBLs. Like I said, even a dress to where it's intentionally showing you I don't have on any panties. Yeah, the fits are made to show you I'm not wearing no drawers because it puts that much more emphasis or what I'm gonna call
restriction. They want that ass
panache. Put that panache on your fit. Like, ooh, look at her. She stand out. She going to restaurant. She's gonna make sure no one in this restaurant has this dress on. No one in this restaurant has this makeup like this. Even to where they got the camera crew coming to the dinner party at the restaurant. If they don't have their own friends doing it, they'll hire. Hey, because I done did it. Yeah. Like, hey, I want you to come take pictures. I'm about to do this for my chick, whatever. And it's more so to capture the moment, but innately, I know I want this to go on social media. Oh, yeah. I know it because I want to show, hey, if you get my chick after this the bar.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Hey, you either gonna have to go above or beyond. Now you may not be thinking that, but you want to make sure that you leave a stamp.
Right.
Hey, ain't nobody ever did it. You ain't did this with nobody else. It's gonna be a forever memory.
Like Jay-Z said in that song, she used $1 million vacations fuck y'all gonna do with
What
that?
you
What
gonna
you gonna do with that?
Yeah.
That's some real shit right there.
But the thing about it is they might be used to that, but at the end of the day, the woman really fucking herself.
Why you
So
say
that nigga just fucking with you for a weekend. You got to go back home to the regular niggas.
Oh, yeah.
And see, that's another. I'm about to say we better get some songs.
Yeah, that's a whole other topic. Right.
We've been, like I said, we've been going out. We're gonna open up the lines. We got one more, and like I said, this is the perfect segue. Before we get, what did Shanti say on her last two
You
comments?
saw it at a bad angle.
Oh, sorry, I ain't go.
Yeah, he said she was talking about you and you talking about
with Nick.
Yeah, talking about the girl. You
Oh,
saw
okay.
it at a bad.
Shit, I ain't saying
the
no
pool
bad.
party.
That motherfucker was not what she had advertised.
False advertisement.
False advertisement.
And like I said, this is the perfect segue. We're gonna do this last one. It's gonna be a slideshow, and you're just gonna see the greatness in women's fashion. I didn't get one for the men. I'm sorry, Philip, but y'all, we'll put it. We know we put it on. This last clip is gonna show you the greatness and what you saw in the 90s when it comes to the female wardrobe ensemble. Let's get into it, Sid.
Someone so much you thought you died, giving so much of yourself. It seems the only way. Tell me what you want and I will give it to you. 'Cause you are my love. Do you ever dream of a day? Give me cold little rain. Oh, darling. My candy red.
Back when the chick was bad and she was real pretty, she was real pretty all the time.
Man.
Man, like, bro,
Like all the time.
what's amazing is, bro, like music, bro. That shit is fucking amazing.
It's
like,
the music,
how,
bro.
How music can like take you to like, and I say this, y'all, it's like how music can take you to like a moment in time, like that moment in time.
You'll never
like,
forget it.
Like
Man.
never, like, bro, that shit.
Y'all know
That
what?
shit amazing.
Y'all know
bro.
what made me
Unforgettable.
think of? Y'all remember on Brown Sugar? I don't. This ain't corny, but y'all know when he asked her, he's like, "When you fall in love with hip hop?"
Yeah.
It's kind of that type of feel. Like I heard this song. I remember where I was riding my cousin's car. The song, oh, I ain't never heard it before. Or I was at the barbecue, or I heard this song and I was chilling with this chick, and it came on the right time. Never heard it before. Made me think about this. So,
But
it's
even
like,
but even through life, saying like just like songs through our life can make you put you back right in the moment or whatever that moment was. It put you right back at that time.
I'm talking about
like,
smell.
Yep.
all that shit, like
All that shit, bro.
Man,
shit
you know
amazing,
what's
like,
so crazy about this? I need y'all to really let this sink in. It's the 90s. That was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
When we was kids, this is our parents talking about, and our grandparents, more so our grandparents talking about
60s,
60s,
Yeah.
60s.
like Jim Crow type shit, like
the
you know what I'm saying, like
60s.
like
Wow.
they're like the same distance of time.
the same distance of
For
time.
them, the same distance of time for them is what it is for us right
Yeah,
now.
in fact,
Yeah,
in fact.
yeah.
Back then.
And even that tip, like we don't acknowledge the aspect of how far we came from that to that, because like their 30 years ago was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We can't say our 30 years ago was like a bullshit situation.
Bullshit's
You
what
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it wasn't.
Like for them, like again, it was Jim Crow, fucking white water fountains, black water fountains,
Yeah.
black bathrooms, white bathrooms, like fucking sprayed by hoses, like all this shit was 30 years in time. And we can't even say we had the same sad story 30 years in time. You know,
But we hold on to that same pain, man. We hold on to the day to this day. You have people hold on to that same pain, and it's crazy how traumatic that trauma is passed down and how it plays out even today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we talking about that's 60 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But it's still the impact that was being felt from then has impacted generations of kids
Up until now.
To where it's just I don't want to go down that path. We're gonna derail the conversation, but
I was about to ask.
it's impactful.
I was about to ask, do you think when you just talk about Jim Crow and we listen to this music, do you think people was going through something or had been through something for them to have the music like that? And we at a point now where I would say black people got a lot better when it comes to making music. To where we don't have, because music kind of has to have a feel.
there's a pain to it.
But I'm saying, do y'all think that's why
we lost
don't
that
have-
pain?
Are you
Yeah.
saying we making better music? Are you asking me?
I'm
just
saying
to be
they're
clear?
making better music back then because of the
let-
stuff
let-
they
Oh,
went through,
okay.
compared to the day where it's a lot easier for black people. It's
Absolutely.
like,
100%.
100%.
100%.
Bro. I am a music lover,
100%.
bro. Connoisseur. I listen to 60s, 70s, R&B all day, every day. I hardly ever listen to any new stuff.
The struggle of the people will be played out through the music.
Through the
You know what I'm
music.
saying?
Yeah,
So
facts.
Because now, if
there's
you
no
listen to
struggle,
the
you get bullshit.
music back then, them niggas was singing about something.
yeah, they
Oh,
were.
yeah,
Yeah, they
facts.
was.
You know what I'm
even-
saying?
just-
Even if they were singing about revolution, they were singing about being in love with somebody. They were
Just even-
singing about something.
Just even look through the change from the 60s to the 70s as they started to go into that free era. It got a little bit more. It was still.
Party like
It was a little more party, a little more bullshit than it was in the 60s. 60s was a little more substance.
Mhm.
70s when the drugs and everything started
Yeah,
popping, it got a
so.
little psychedelic, a little weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So definitely, just in that short period of time when the struggle kind of eased up, it was still there. But when there was an opportunity to let the head down, you seen it in the music.
I want to ask y'all a question because I feel this as far as my personal experience. Music has shaped my personality. Like,
Definitely, I agree.
like when I'm, with my chick, and we talking and let's say we riding on. It's mute. It's only a certain type of music that's gonna get played.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
I may, get into the future a little bit, but it's 90s R&B, and I think that played a part of my personality. To your earlier point, you really want to be able to connect with your chick or whoever using the music as like a guide. You see what I'm saying? Like, you remember we said this? He was speaking with so much passion, and it take you back to that moment. Do y'all think music shaped y'all personality? Personally?
Absolutely. Let me tell you, me and my daughter Chelsea get in the car. She automatically takes the phone. She connects to the phone, the Bluetooth, and I don't care how far we driving. She gonna play her little playlist. Is nothing but 90s R&B, and we both finna sing it at the top of our lungs.
Yeah.
And to
That's
the
dope.
personality perspective, is like you see, it absolutely molds your personality because she has more of a personality of somebody that came up in that era because her soundtrack of her life has been that. You know what I'm saying? She was the oldest, so she lived as much as that as possible. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we always played. You know what I'm saying? So even now, even when she with her boyfriend or whoever she's talking to, if they not on that, she ain't messing with them. She ain't messing with her. They don't know this song. She like,
It's a different.
Disqualified.
It's qualified. Yeah,
Automatic.
exactly. There you go.
Automatic.
Yeah. For me, man. Again, I'm a music head, bro. I love music. For me, it brought a connection, and it's weird. It's a weird story though. I came home on the road one night. I got home by 9:30, and I'm coming in the house, and Nick in the shower upstairs. This dude is listening to Aaliyah, like when I feel what he in the shower, bro. Like I sing, you know what I'm saying? I can sing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I didn't know the nigga could sing, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't never heard him sing.
Yeah.
Bro, I go upstairs in his room, he in the shower singing Aaliyah, and he killing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like in my mind, and I'm like, and then next song came on with Sade, and it goes back to he listened to me play this stuff in the car all the time and all that kind of stuff like that. And I think that shapes a person's personality, because if he's 16, 17 years old and he listening to Aaliyah and he listening to Sade, Frankie Beverly and Mays, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, you ain't thinking about gangbanging.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't watching thinking about shoot 'em up, bang, bang, that type of shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if your daddy on bullshit, that's what you listen to, you gonna be on bullshit.
So
you know what I'm saying?
When you talk about it shape your personality, it made me think about even going back to like we talk about the R&B, like even how we view and feel the songs.
Yeah,
I think that's how we even imagine love was supposed to feel.
Yeah,
so like when you said that Aaliyah song, like when that song when it dropped, the first couple of words, you're like, damn, you get a feeling like
when I feel,
I'm a Aaliyah fan.
Yeah, so you get a feel. You're like, that's how I want to feel about my woman. But nowadays, you got the R&B niggas, Brent Files.
Beat that pussy up, beat that pussy. He ain't saying that, but that's what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's all they got.
That's all. Yeah, that's all they got.
I don't even think it's because you're not gonna find no female that ain't got that 90s in her arsenal of her playlist. I don't care. It's always been the case. No matter what generation you deal with, they still yearn from that.
So you think the women of the day still got the 90s in their playlist too?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. I guarantee
They
it.
do.
Because I just look at, and I want to use Chelsea as a example because she's of this new generation, but it may be an extension of her friend group as well. But I just know her friends, they on the same type of time. So when, like, I remember growing up, when they was growing up, I would have her in the car with her friends, her two best friends growing up. And if I'm playing their music and we singing it, she in the front seat singing, they in the back seat. Next thing you know, we get about 3 songs in, they singing it too. You know what I'm saying? They parents are our age, you know what I'm saying? So that's the soundtrack of their life as well. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think my second youngest daughter, Kinsley, may be a different story. I don't know if I gotta put this to the test because I don't know what her soundtrack is.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure.
That's dope. You said that soundtrack of life.
Yeah.
Because it could be a soundtrack of life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ashanti said, "LOL, I don't have a 90s playlist. The furthest I go back is ironically Ashanti."
All right, Ashanti. We're gonna give her a pass.
Ashanti.
She 30.
She 30.
We're gonna need you to go listen to Jodeci.
That's your daddy fault.
Go listen to Jodeci and H-Town and
Aaliyah.
Oh, H-Town too.
R. Kelly.
H-Town. R. Kelly for sure.
She is missing out. You listen to a whole bunch of nonsense. I mean, and I ain't trying to be funny. I was going to ignore it and not say nothing, but you are missing out on a lot of great music. If you don't have a 90s playlist, like you don't know no 90s
SWV.
songs, that's crazy. SWV.
Cut Close.
Cut Close.
What? I love Cut Close.
Brownstone.
What?
Come on, man.
Subway 702.
Subway. Yep, 702.
They got
Shy.
112.
I saw Shy at the talent show in 8th grade.
If I am.
Yeah.
All that shit.
I
Man.
remember my mama having the brownstone tape. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I remember my mama having a brownstone. I mean, having a 12 play
12 plate.
tape.
The
You know
tape.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That shit
Nigga,
crazy.
Nigga, you know how
came
much
out.
a 12 plate
Escape,
tape
yep.
would be worth right now?
That shit crazy, bro.
And you had to maintain tapes. You couldn't just because they, you know, the tape
The
it'll
tape
come out.
come out.
You had to really preserve and make sure, hey, don't mess this up.
Put them boy back in the case.
Like,
So think in 20 years, thinking like how far we came from fucking tapes. Like real, like we really had tapes. You know what I'm saying? I had a tape player in my car. You know what I'm saying?
And CDs.
It's compared to none of that shit.
you don't even get cars with CD players.
like,
No
you don't
more.
even like none of that
Straight
shit
Bluetooth.
even exists. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and that's what the 20 years.
So what you think? What medium you think we're gonna be listening to music on? After the phone, you think it's gonna be something else, or it's just gonna be from phone?
It's gonna be your phone, because your phone is forever connected to you now. You do all your business on your phone.
I think your car is going to be your phone.
It's coming.
Just straight like a device, like you got to have your phone. I think we'll get to a point where this is going to be prehistoric.
Oh, you say it's gonna be integrated?
Just walking around with this, like we walking around with this right now. They're gonna look at it. They're carrying this piece of this thing. What is that they're carrying?
I gotta hear this. So how do you think life would be without the cell phone? Like what? Like how would we call people? So let's just say call people. You don't got a cell phone.
I'm gonna tell you how. So with me being in the car industry, and I see a lot of changes in cars and these new cars that I pick up all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Things are turning into fingerprint based.
Okay.
They got a new Range Rover that's coming out. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this now, but I'm gonna say it. They got a new Range Rover coming out. Once you get in that motherfucker and you put your hand on the door handle, it knows who you are.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna go a step further with what you're saying without this phone. I think I seen a ring. That it's a projector that turns.
Apple made it.
And like now it's going. I think we're gonna have a point where we're gonna be able to.
So like the movie with all the holographic stuff.
Suggestions type
Your
shit.
glasses, even they got the metal glasses.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's just the first wave.
Yeah, you get in it like this with this Range Rover, bro. You put your hand on the door, you open the handle, it confirms everything that you go into. That car is yours. Your playlist, your YouTube playlist, your everything, your phone contacts,
Seat
your
settings,
everything.
everything.
Seat settings,
Temperature
everything.
settings.
It know everything.
Do that scare y'all?
It absolutely scares.
Yeah, because it's going to retain that information. Let's say you sell your car, that information is stored. It's not
in that
forgotten.
car. Yeah, it's stored in that car.
Oh, that's what's wrong.
What?
You grew up conservative, yeah. So now they got you listening to Brent
conservative.
Fires.
Yeah.
Shanti, where you from?
I've
Shanti?
heard she is. I think she moved around. I've heard it before, but I grew up conservatively, so I've never deleted Hey, I don't know. This supposed to be.
My parents didn't play that
this
at
out
home.
there,
At
so my parents didn't play that.
Your parents didn't play what? What did they
90s
play?
R&B.
Church music,
90,
nigga.
like
Play
90s
church
R&B.
music.
But
Yeah,
that's
That's why you
crazy.
led astray, like your favorite R&B artists, like Brett Fires and stuff.
It's crazy because I'm a PK and we ain't listen to nothing, but I listen to all of that. Like,
But the thing is, though, I grew up in the church too back in the day. But Frankie Beverly, Anita Baker, Harold Melvin,
Y'all still with the family
Freddie
reunion?
Jackson. Yeah, we did all that. You know, that was it.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? That was it. You know, at the end of the day. But the thing about it is I really think that's what's wrong with society. The music is fucking them up, bro.
it's trash.
Music. They say
It's
the music
programming.
is a reflection of your culture.
Yeah.
Y'all heard Sexy Red do song?
Hoochie
Nah,
coochie.
Coochie coochie.
Man, come on, dog.
It's like new.
It's new.
Yeah, it's new. Like 2 weeks
like
old.
2 weeks old, and it's just it's your
But
ratchet
It
extreme.
probably ain't gonna do that. It's like it's trash. It's like I know most of her music is trash, but it's like it ain't got nothing that's because Sexy Red came out as a shock jock.
Yeah.
My coochie pink, my boot hole brown, and all the stuff. Now she put the lipstick line out. She got a lipstick called gonorrhea.
Yeah,
And that.
yeah.
Like, so she's a shock jock. Coochie is not shock jock enough. Like we talk about, everybody got to go further to be
That
more
makes-
viral.
Yeah.
She's not giving you shock jock anymore.
It's just gonna be your next song to turn.
Now
up
we
to.
really
But-
realizing that you ain't really got
but-
no
but
real
it's
talent.
crazy.
Got no real
Yeah.
talent.
But the thing is, like, I don't even know the fuck y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Me either. I feel good about
I'll be
that.
on social media. Like, I have
That's how
I have
that's
zero.
why you know it ain't gonna be getting on what
I have zero idea
Yeah.
what the fuck y'all talking about right now.
See,
You
and
know
then-
what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this, like you said, I'm big on music too. If anybody get on a Bruno Mars track and that shit don't get no spins, you know it's garbage. She
All
got
trash.
Oh, the
I
song
was
with Bruno.
disappointed.
Nah,
in
she
her,
got
bro.
one with
Okay,
Bruno.
so I-
He ain't on the Hoochie Coochie. Is
no. This I'm
he
talking
got a
about
song with her.
Yeah, with
That's a
her.
song
That's
before
how-
her.
yeah,
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 yeah.
Hold on,
yeah.
hold on,
I
hold
was
on.
disappointed
Hold
about
up.
that.
Bruno Mars got a song with Sexy Red.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It didn't go nowhere.
Facts.
Song with Sexy Red.
Yeah.
I've been
It's
post
called-
about
We gonna
this
pull
shit.
it up when we
It's
eat. We gonna pull it up.
crass,
It's
too.
called Hot, Juicy, and Wet or something like that.
Yeah.
Come on.
It sound okay when he on his part,
Yeah.
but she couldn't. Nah, you the fuck the song. Though.
And I made a post about it, like, come on, bro. Like, you had to do
Yeah, you were bugging, bro.
He didn't need that.
it.
Nah,
Right.
nah.
And
He didn't need that.
that's the thing. Like you had Sexy Red, but then you got the song with Gucci Man. That's To the Sky song. Went out
Classic.
of here.
Classic.
You know, you can still turn it on, but and like I said, I don't understand why he would do a Sexy Red song, but
But
we
you know-
also
That's
know
label
that-
politics.
Yeah, I'm about
Yeah.
to say we
But
do.
also, you notice that everybody's talking about how dope she is. Like she's like a dope person in real life. I think that's what ends up getting these girls over too.
Can I
Like,
say something? It's gonna sound messed up.
Yeah,
Whores are usually cool.
yeah.
They are.
We
I
all
would
know,
agree.
like we
They're
all know-
relatable.
Yeah, they're like whores.
Because we got
They're
a lot.
people persons.
They got a lot of common with men.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You
Y'all
know?
heard
Yeah.
from-
Right.
So, you know, like Ginger. I just call them Ginger. Y'all know, y'all done seen Ginger before
Yeah.
on Casino. Ain't that her
Casino?
name?
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, you know, it goes to the point to where you got to find out, you know, somebody. I don't know Sexy Red. I don't know what she got going on. But if I had to judge her based off of the shit that she do,
Yeah.
I'm not with it.
So okay, I'm gonna ask y'all this question: do y'all think y'all should be able to judge people?
Yes. Everybody should be
He
judged.
jumped out the window with the yeah.
Everybody should
Yeah.
be judged.
So I agree. Everybody should be judged.
Yes.
But I'm gonna ask y'all if it's in entertainment, and we know people do stuff to be entertaining. Is there some levels of entertainment? Let's say a movie. Let's not go with Sexy Red. Let's say a movie. A movie come out like Saw, or let's say a movie come out like what's the shit? Yeah, Saw or something. Do you judge the writer or something like that?
Here go the deal. When you in the entertainment business,
Mm-hmm.
everything that you do, every time you do it, is a talent show,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
you're gonna be judged.
And it may be for you or it may not. I used to be very critical on certain issues, but now I'm like, that just ain't my taste.
Yeah.
This may be this person's taste. This because obviously he put it out there. They had the confidence to put it out, but it ain't my speed. Now I would give every opinion or perspective about it, but I could just say, you know what, that ain't my speed, but this is. So I'd rather focus on what is my swag versus what's not.
Yeah.
So, but you're gonna be judged on anything you do.
And see, and the reason I ask because I hear so many people say, "Well, that's just entertainment," or "That's not really who they is." And then we hear a lot of, especially like women artists, they be like, "Well, they wanted me to be a little bit more raunchy. They wanted me to be a little more naked. They wanted me to wear this ensemble, but I didn't want to wear it because I didn't feel like it fit my, you know, my brand or what I was trying to do." But they were trying to push me into a lane I didn't want to go. But then some people on the other hand say, "Hey, well, That's just entertainment. I can't really judge them. I know they're trying to sell records. I know they're trying to do X, Y, and Z. So, like I said, I know we call it selling the soul, but I just wanted that y'all think you should be able to judge. I ain't
once you get into that business and you get into the program, no one is bigger than the program.
Right.
You sign on that dotted line, you're gonna have to abide by the rules and regulations which you agreed to, the policies, terms and conditions. This is in your contract.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you a dope artist, and we can close it out after this, and we don't get no calls. Doja Cat. I was listening. Doja Cat is dope. I love. She's a super dope artist.
Her earlier work.
Super dope. I'm like, damn, that shit sound good. Sonically, the lyrics, and then I see her take this spin.
Yeah,
where she's saying and doing all this crazy. I said, that's not who you are as an artist from your roots from when you first came out.
Right.
So I know this agenda based. I know this your label may be pushing this, but you see people that are always found in compromised positions in the music industry. Not so much sports or any other thing that are entertained that we use entertainment, but the music industry specifically. And I can say a little bit for the movies where you see Halle Berry. You see Lala Anthony. She got to do the sex scenes. Monsters Ball. You look at her resume all the way up to that point. She really didn't do none of that. But you signed on that dotted line, and you're a little older now. So you got to play this ball. You got to play this game.
And then they reward that. So now it almost
she got an Oscar.
Everybody else. She got an Oscar.
Got an Oscar.
So now it opens the door for everybody else. Like, well, Halle Berry got an Oscar when she did.
Yeah.
So like,
let me follow suit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ethics go out the window now because it's all about the money or the silverware that comes behind whatever project I'm gonna be a part of.
Do y'all think artists back in the day lived by the same code? Do you think they had more tact or more, I guess, more compass than they do nowadays?
As far as
like
you mean just the content of music?
Not the content of music or just the antics.
Oh yeah,
nah, I think they did the same thing.
I
think it was just a different time.
I think I was watching Soul Train the other day, and I think it was Aretha Franklin. She had like on
Titties Out.
Titties Out.
Yeah,
they did. Yeah. I think they because at that time I think that's when you had the Supremes coming in. You had those newer, younger girls coming in,
and women's liberation started then too.
Yeah.
But then you got to go back. Yeah. You got to look at the motherfucker like Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown was a fool, bro.
He was a fool. He made chicks throwing panties. Chicks been throwing panties on stage, panties and bras. But I think now it's more commercialized. Well, in that case, you was like, "Ooh, they did this. They made a big deal about it. Oh, they was throwing panties on stage." Now that ain't nothing. Right. This motherfucker right here getting naked on stage,
all the way naked.
We got a call.
Yeah.
All right, we got a call. We'll see what we got.
Hello.
Hey, I wanted to comment on the podcast. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead. Who do we have with us today?
This is Ashanti.
Ashanti, what's good?
Hey, y'all. Y'all had a good stream. I did have a little issue with y'all said, though. That's why I had to call in.
Surely.
I was hoping she called. That's why I kept poking.
So, first of all, friend on the far left on the screen, he caught that girl at a bad angle at that pool party.
Come on,
and
man.
it was probably bad lighting too. It was bad lighting.
Daytime ain't no bad lighting.
No, man. No, that motherfucker.
Daylight.
Fugazing, man. She was fugazing.
Nah, you wasn't looking at her at the right lighting.
I was in her face because I went up to him like, "Hey, I've been trying to see you for some years, and I see you." She was like, "Oh, what you think?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." What a chick,
oh my
underwhelmed.
What a
Hold on. So you said it to her?
Yeah, bro. I don't,
he probably did.
I don't really hold my words, bro.
Yeah, dang.
Nigga ain't cut no corners with you.
Did you have your contacts and your glasses on when you saw her? Or like, what was?
I don't wear glasses. I wear shades. It was dark.
Oh, your shades was on. That's why you couldn't really see her.
Eyeball to eyeball, man. Eyeball to eyeball. It wasn't. It's just. You know what I'm saying? I was highly disappointed.
Oh man, maybe you just hyped her up in your mind.
No, we used to talk about this chick in our group chat.
So hold on, let me ask. So Jermaine, is she as bad as he say?
I don't think he remember what I'm talking about.
You talking about?
Oh,
he
really don't know.
Again,
I remember us talking about it, but it was what?
I'm finna show them who she is.
Okay.
And then
no, just say her name real quick. Just say her name.
Ain't no goddamn way, man.
We ain't gonna send no shots out here.
Say his name.
But look, while y'all pulling the picture up, I also wanted to say this too. sometimes women do Photoshop our bodies, right? Because we go through hormonal changes throughout the month.
go to
We might be a
bullshit.
little bit bloated. We might be a little bit, we ate a little bit. And what's wrong with just a little nip and a little tuck? I'm not saying go from 200 pounds to 135 pounds. So what's wrong with a little wall movement in the background? You know, if it's going to make the picture look better, what's wrong with that?
But the picture don't look better because the wall moved.
I think
See, y'all was looking at the wall too hard. Y'all was looking
Y'all-
at the ass or whatever else going on in the picture.
I think y'all put too much stock in things that don't matter. That if you're a little bloated this month, like it's not gonna matter. You see it, but the average man is not gonna pay attention.
And we understand.
We've been looking at you for the past however long we've been following you, so we know like, all right, it is what it is. She bad. Like this month because you ate extra pasta.
Right, or just why take the
picture?
Matter,
right?
No, why if,
well,
you know.
Well, it's the thing. You know, I feel like as a woman, sometimes you're judged a lot on your beauty and on how you look.
Right.
Just like, you know, y'all was looking at the young lady and y'all saw her in bad light and she just had an off day. I just don't believe she just looked at trash. I just don't believe it.
But you say you judge by who?
Well, if I post a picture of myself, because I'm one person, I don't use filters, right? If I don't like a picture, I don't too much care about what everybody else think about it. That's just how I feel. Right. So if I ever look at my picture and I'm like, ooh, first of all, I'm like, oh, I need to get in the gym for real. But, you know, in the meantime, in this photo right here, let me just move my little stomach back just a little bit. It ain't hurting nobody. And it don't matter if you don't like it. If you don't like it, just scroll. But it's somebody else that like it.
But my thing is, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but I think it also is that big of a deal because
that's false advertising.
But it's, what is going on with you? And I'm not saying it like that, but I'm saying like, what's going on with you to make you feel like you need to do that? Like it's not that big of a. It's not that.
Well, it is a big deal though, and I'm gonna tell you why. You look at beautiful women every day when they take pictures for magazines and spreads. They also make sure that they put their best foot forward. And I think that sometimes women want to put their best foot forward and that would get criticized because, dang, why you had to do this or why you had to do that? But most images that you see on your phone are edited.
So
even the ones that, I'm sorry?
I was about to say, so are you trying to say people's personal Facebook pages, a lot of people are taking them as like magazine cover where they airbrush the magazine cover and, you know, make the
possibly, yeah. You see all those filters.
I agree.
But magazine people in magazines are selling something.
But no, as a fact though, you have to think about social media is you're selling yourself.
You're selling something
to who?
To the bands.
A potential mate. You got to look at how social media is transformed. And I'm gonna tell you why I agree with you on this.
Is a personal brand, all that type of shit.
We talked about this earlier from the competition factor. It's embedded in us now because I can get monetized. How many likes? How many shares? So I gotta put the best foot forward. So I can see what Ashanti's saying as far as putting your best foot forward. I wouldn't necessarily have a problem or look too deep and say, well, I see that wall distorted in the background. I see her stomach look like this. I really ain't gonna put too much stock in it, but the issue comes in when it's overly done. It's too much, and it's a clear distinction from when I see you in person versus you on social media. I think that's where the issue comes about.
But the average person is not trying to monetize. They just posting these stuff.
Yes, they are.
Not the average person.
The average person.
I think.
Hold on. Let's not speculate. Are you trying to monetize your actual page?
My pages are all monetized.
So you're actually trying to put content out in order to get these.
I'm not actually. Results. I'm doing it.
So you are doing it. So you're an exception to the rule. You're not.
Hold on, wait. Let me ask Sid a question real quick. Because Sid, you called into my show. You said it's people out here that ain't never been far from where they are, but they get on social media feeling like they can get likes, clicks, attention, monetize their pages by posting random reviews. Did you say that?
Yeah, but
average Joes. I'm just saying, average people. They are trying to be content creators. You don't see how many people trying to monetize their Facebook.
Hold on. So yes, average people, but I think they talking about for the most part, most people aren't trying to be content creators or get monetized.
I don't know. I disagree.
You think most people are?
No,
I think so.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you like this. You go on your Facebook.
Pause.
Let your man go. Let him go.
I think the majority of people, if they could, they just don't have the juice or the following to do it. But most people want to be content
You saying if they could, they'll be in that space.
They'll do it. They'll put it in space. Like, I think most people post to be in that space. They just try. They don't have the ability to do it right there.
If you go to your Facebook page, you just go to a random friends. If they got friends next to their thing and not followers, they're not monetizing. So I'm saying the majority,
they would like to be though.
But I don't think so because it's not that hard. Like I'm just clicking on random people, and I'm not. You might run across maybe 3 out of 10.
I think you're saying, like I said, when we say average, that means 50-50. That means 50% of the people you come across on social media is looking to be monetized. I would say not, because the age spectrum is very, very wide. Some people don't need to be monetized. They already got their life set. This is just something for fun, something to use as a way to promote or something to just keep up what's going on. Now, on the other spectrum, let's say the true 30%, where you look at their posts and their frequency and can tell this person is either monetized or trying to get monetized. I don't think a lot of the interactions that we have are really saying, hey, I want to get paid, because they don't have the cachet, they don't have the clout, they don't have the look or the conversation to do it.
And it may be an age thing. It may be an age
it's
thing.
Definitely age thing.
If you talking to the point you just made, if you talking about somebody 30 under,
I'm 30.
They may be automatically going on social media to monetize. So I ain't got time for that.
So we might have put in age context.
Yeah, I got too many things to do to be like trying to worry about like filtering and adjusting pictures and getting lighting. But everything that I want to post, sometimes I just want to post my outfit or just post that I got a cigar in my hand or post.
Yeah.
I don't
showing
know.
you your daily.
This is my daily thing. You know what I'm saying? I always looked at social media. This is me. And I never looked at it as monetizing until they started talking about it. But I always looked at social media, especially my Facebook page, my Instagram page, as my journal, because I'm not finna write nothing. So whatever's going on in my life in that time, I want to document it and be able to go back and look over that time. That's it. I never wanted.
I'm on the same page. That's why my Instagram is personal blog. It's just what I may be going through, what I'm doing. It ain't. I used to be heavy. You know, I was trolling I was trolling very hard on social media, and the negativity outweighed the positivity, and it turned me off. Yep. I'm like, man, we really just trying to get to a common ground. I don't want to argue with you all day. I was arguing with people literally all day at State Farm and Allstate. I'm arguing with you all day, and it's just like, nah, dog, I ain't getting nothing done. But Ashanti, what else you think about what we talked about as far as fashion? Do you think your fashion style has been influenced by social media, or do you think you just always found your own style and ground on how you want to present yourself?
I do think that there are some things on social media that pique my interest, but I try to dress more to my body shape than like what's trendy. And I think sometimes when y'all see
teach a lot more women there, because when I grew up, that's what they said, wear stuff that was flattering to the body, and we don't have that anymore. But go ahead.
Yeah, and when y'all talk about girls trying to be in competition when it comes to going to the, restaurant or the bar or whatever, and they got the best outfit on, usually girls that's going to be in competition to just be the quote-unquote baddest in those rankings are going to look kind of crazy, because they're just trying to wear the most trendiest thing and pop it versus dressing something that's timeless. Like, I would rather wear something that's timeless versus something that's trendy. And I'm not even really into fashion like that, but I know it works for my body type. I know it works for my skin, like how I want to present myself. And so that's kind of how I dress. I would say I am a little bit more on the conservative side compared to some of the outfits we see. You're not gonna see me out here with anything super revealing. You maybe something low cut, but still in a tasteful way. But I do think some of the photos you picked were a little biased. Maybe it was wintertime and fall when you saw those pictures. When they was at the Freaknik, they was out there. They was outside at the Freaknik though. I ain't seen none of no pictures.
But hold on, it's about time and place. So it's Freaknik.
It's Freaknik, yeah.
You can understand that now in today's society.
Everywhere
you can walk. Yeah, you can walk in Walmart.
Church.
You go in church. I was just about to say you go in church. Like, people are literally leaving church. I mean, the club on Saturday night and going to this church in the same outfit Sunday morning. Like, that's a real thing.
Sometimes more is more. It is the age like more is more for y'all. Goddamn, like y'all like less is not more. More is more.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, yeah, and that is some people's fashion choices. I feel like right now, just being honest, we have more visibility, so we have more ways to critique the fashions back then. It probably was some crazy risque outfits in the '90s too, but like y'all said, everybody didn't have access to a camcorder
No.
or
I'm not. I can't let you get away with that.
all of that stuff.
I
I do
lived in
believe
the
that.
'90s. I lived through the '90s,
I
and
don't
women was
deny
not
it.
out
I was
here with their
born in the
nipples.
'90s.
No, you were born in the '90s. I was
Yes,
a
and what I will
teenager in the
say
'90s.
is,
It's
just
totally
because
different.
just because you didn't see it, do you mean it didn't exist? Is that what you're saying?
I'm telling you, my thing is, I don't have to like wonder
Yes
if
or
it
no?
exists. I don't have to wonder if it exists then, right? Today,
Okay,
I could
so
walk out
just
here.
because you
I can go
didn't
to this
see
gas
it, it
station
didn't
right
exist.
now. I can go to this gas station right now and see it. I can go to the next gas station and see somebody else that's inappropriately dressed. I can go in Walmart and see 20 people that's inappropriately dressed. I can go anywhere in the 90s and I can go into, back then we had Kmart and all of those different places. Nobody was in there inappropriately dressed. Nobody was in there with a bonnet on. Nobody was in there with a bodysuit with their nipples poking out. It didn't
I
happen.
don't deny that you didn't see that. I'm just saying that doesn't mean it didn't happen. That's all I'm saying.
People love to make the exception the rule. That's like the common thing these
There's
days.
no absolute.
The exception can't be the rule. Just because you might find somebody, if I search real deep down and find somebody with nipples pointing out in the 90s, don't mean that was the thing of the 90s. This is the
I
thing of
didn't
today.
say it was
Everybody's
a thing of
doing
the
it.
90s.
Everybody's
I
doing it.
never said that. I didn't say everybody was doing it. All I said was that it happened there. I didn't say how frequent it happened. You put those labels.
Okay, so
on
I
it. I just said it happened.
I think that to clear what you're saying and what he's saying up, I think we're talking about trends. So if two people had their nipple showing, let's just say hypothetically, whatever you're talking about, that's not a trend. We have things now that's a trend to where we have a bunch of people doing those things. So that's the thing, right? That's typically like really the new normal. But like I said, it's about the trend, not about, oh, okay, my auntie used to wear her nipples out. Well, damn, your auntie had her nipples out. She
yeah, I mean, trend or not,
different.
it still happened.
No, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm not denying it didn't happen. I'm just saying it's a difference between a trend and someone occasionally, sporadically, just doing some shit.
Right, I don't disagree. I just was saying, hey, it still happened. That's all I was saying.
No,
I got you. I agree with that.
that.
So, what else about about the show do you want to talk about?
I'm gonna have to look up what that movie was. House Party.
Go through all of them. House Party 1 through 3 and
Class
Act. That's the one. Class Act. That's my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, look up House Party.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to listen to more '90s music. I just never really developed an appetite for '90s music.
You got a boyfriend? You got a man?
Not currently, no.
So when you had one, what kind of music y'all listen to?
I like to listen. I mean, I love Ren Fayez. Can't lie. I like Giveon. I like.
That boy cold. He cold. Yeah, he cold.
Yeah,
what
I like.
What kind of music your parents listen to?
I don't. I mean, like my parents listen to current music. I mean, like they go back and listen to like old school
what's
music
what's
too.
your different?
What's the old school? Yeah.
I don't know the artist. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't know.
How old are your parents?
What's your dad's favorite song?
My parents are in their mid-50s.
Okay, so what's your dad's favorite?
So they would have been 80. Keith Sweat. So they Keith Sweat era.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't listen. Like when I'm with my dad and we riding in the car, we listen to the current, music.
Okay.
Hip hop or
current, like what?
stuff like that. I mean, like my dad listened to Future, Gunna, Lil Baby.
Wow.
He'll go back and listen to, rappers, probably LL Cool J. I don't know, whoever was rapping back in the 90s. But I don't know who those artists are, so I don't really spend a lot of time.
Them old ass niggas. You don't listen to that.
Yeah, Cool J. So they might be in the Keith Sweat era. You had who else? Yeah, Keith Sweat, because Keith Sweat was the R. Kelly before R. Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they probably do.
Babyface. Babyface, yeah.
So.
But I've heard of Babyface before, yeah.
So we having a party on the 4th. And then
go on, plug yourself in, man.
80s, 90s.
I'm gonna be there. I'm working.
Are you doing the interview, right?
I am. I'll be there from.
Yeah, Jay said that. So you'll catch the vibe. You'll be able to witness the vibes.
I know. I've been on Pinterest trying to find an outfit in the 90s.
She's gonna be like, this is trash.
Perfect. I'm gonna try to have something for you. I know we talk. I'm gonna try to have, like I said, we got a week, so I may be able to make something happen for you for the before Sunday.
Okay, because I'm like, the 90s I seen is hoochie. I don't know where you got the pictures from, but on Pinterest it's real hoochie on the 90s. So
it was Hoochie Mama,
Yeah,
like
it was.
booty shaking.
You know, that's the era
Yeah.
of Uncle Luke.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it
that
was. It
Uncle
was a look area.
Two Live Crew. Yeah.
Definitely.
That was.
Get some
Yeah,
little,
so-
some little
90s,
blue jean shorts.
late
You'll be
80s.
straight.
Well, I want
See,
to
I
check.
don't know about the blue jean shorts because then you got to wear sneakers with it. I don't really like to wear sneakers, but I'm gonna try.
You can wear heels with blue jean shorts.
See, I told somebody that, but they told me that's not 90s.
90s,
That's not
They
90s.
said like Air
Nah,
Force
that's not 90s.
One.
Oh, you
something
talking
like
about
that.
Or shell toes, something
Yeah,
like
shell
that.
toes.
She had to have some like some goddamn
K-Swiss.
You got to put on some jellies.
Yeah.
You got to put them
Jellies?
jelly sandals on with them shorts. Nah, just playing.
From the beauty supply store.
You gotta
Yeah.
get you some
exactly.
get you some blue jean shorts with your name airbrushed on that.
I got some in there. I don't know. You might be able to
Get
fit
your
it
little
up.
skirt. Get your little skirt.
I found a skirt and I'm gonna have like a white little situation with maybe some airbrush if I don't find it with Chris. I'm open because I'm seeing real hoochie mama outfits and I can't really be out there looking like no hoochie.
We appreciate
Let's see
you.
if we put you on something
We'll
together.
Nah,
see- we'll
you
see
gotta
some-
come to the. Oh, you doing an interview? I'm about to say come to the party like a hoochie. Now it's a party. Time and
I mean,
place.
I
It ain't
can't
like you.
be-
It ain't like you at work.
She
I ain't
working.
no hoochie though.
That's what I'm saying,
I'm
that
one
shit
of the
work.
classy ones on the video. Like he said, he ain't see the type of girls at Walmart. I'm trying to be the type of girl he see at Kmart.
Kmart.
There you go.
Dale Champs.
Okay, the Dale Champs. Bruno.
What y'all know about Dale Champs?
Bruno's and Food
I'll
World.
tell them my age now. Yeah.
I don't know about those, but yeah.
But I want to tell
But
you,
all right.
thank you for calling in. We appreciate you. Turn up. What you said? What you got, Jermaine? Saturday again?
Now Sunday.
May
Sunday. I'm
4th.
sorry.
Sunday, May 4th. Yeah.
Plug it in all the way.
2
now.
to 10. We at Denim 80s 90th theme party. Put your shit on. We're gonna take it all back.
That's
all
Denim
the way
on
back.
7, and the flyer was done by yours truly. so
Nostalgia.
you can see it. Go check them out. That's gonna be dope. I got an event that Sunday, but Bree, I rock with Bree. Shout out Terrific Treats. We got the 6-year anniversary at City Walk. I'll be there from 11 to 4. I'm gonna close up a little early so I can hit this party. I see my cousin in the chat. Tyrell, what's good?
Man, but that was Casper. What
Yeah, he done went ghost.
Casper?
He said he want to come on. Said too. We gonna put something together to get you on, cuz. He said he want to come through.
We got.
I just want to say I appreciate y'all, brothers, man. Great job to
Yeah,
y'all.
for sure.
Definitely you, Chris, goddamn kind of transitioning into something else. Great job, D said what you got going on. We appreciate y'all for getting this opportunity tonight.
No doubt, no doubt.
We
Yeah.
appreciate y'all, man.
This conversation.
Definitely had a good time. It
We
was
want to
good.
next time we do a podcast. We're gonna try to pack it out.
Yeah, we're gonna have
We
to have
wanna-
the ladies.
We
in there.
want to do a late night scream like a marathon type shit.
Yeah.
Like, keep it going.
like Casa and I be doing.
We don't do something like that. We have different people coming in here, a bunch of folks.
Like tag team.
Yeah, like we
Have some food.
Food and all that.
Yeah.
music, and like I said, it ain't gonna be too serious. Something like this, you sit down, have a few conversations here and there, but it ain't gonna be like too serious. Like I said, you're gonna be have cameras all throughout there. People sitting out there in the lobby, like coming in, coming out, like 24-hour stream.
Let me know.
We're gonna set it up. Sipping
Yeah.
shop is on the way. Oh yeah, we're gonna do some nice little open house session so y'all can come through and check out the studio, check out the whole suite. We got the bar outside, we got food, snacks and stuff like that. Very accommodating. But I think that's it. We got another caller, you said? Or we
That's
gonna-
it. I think that's it.
Yeah, so we're gonna close out tonight's segment. Again, we want to thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Follow us on all social media under the New Normal Podcast. Miscellaneous Mondays, like I said, we're on Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Miscellaneous Monday, Outrage Wednesday, which are midday shows, and then Saturday night live stream, which is a little later around 8:30 on Saturdays. Y'all tune in and check us out. Any closing remarks for the fellas, which y'all want to leave the people with? Any comments on the show? Anything else you got coming up? Y'all want to give it to the people?
No, man, I had a good time, man. I appreciate you all having this. It was good to go back down memory lane and back on the sofa, you know what I'm saying, with my boys and having this little powwow. We rusty though. We flowed all right.
Yeah, we did.
Like we used to.
Like riding a bike.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We jump back on it though.
Yeah, we used to be in the shit. But,
We used to have that bit going crazy.
Bam, and then that boy.
Yeah. We're gonna bring it back
RP to the 90s.
to the 90s.
Think about that shit. That shit's long. And 20, like, so we in 24. You know what I'm saying? Like, we 24, 25 years, exactly. 25 years
25.
past 2000. You know what I'm saying? The 90s is 10 years
That's crazy.
before that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, That shit's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, like you said earlier, like what we think of 2000 is what people thought, what they thought of the 60s. You know what I'm saying, to us. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. You know what I'm saying? So
I think you before we get, I think you had made a post, and it was like one of the, it's like a real post. Like nobody's seen, I guess, the advancement of technology.
Just life. I think the transition for us, like we downplay the shit, but like we've seen like outside of, you know what I'm saying, Jim Crow, like that transition of people like going through slavery. I don't want to downplay like that aspect of life, but like just transition of things in life from us from simple as 2000. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got to think about we 80s babies. You know what I'm saying? Like so we've seen even the bullshit in the 80s, but just from 2000 to 2025. As dramatically transition from what we see now. You know what I'm saying? So think about what we seen from 2000 to 1980 or 82 or when we was born. Like life has changed dramatically for us like in 40 years. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? So nothing that we even thought of or could phantom, I think, in 1990 is real life right now. You know what I'm saying? Like
absolutely not.
We've much more advanced by our widest mind of what we thought we could see in the end right now. So
I would agree to that.
Because you can remember back when motherfuckers was going crazy about 2000.
Y2K.
Yeah. I thought the world was going to end.
I think we don't appreciate it because they set like the bar for what the future would look like so high. You think back when Terminator came out, what they said today would look like in 2025, or Back to the Future when they said what today would look like.
Don't it look like Terminator though?
Heck no.
Not exact, but
it's close.
The screening, because again, it depends on what city you in, what area. You got cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
You got,
I think variables of it.
Yeah, you got a lot of months, a lot of observation, surveillance, I would say.
Because you don't honestly know how many people that you pay. Like if you go to New York City, are actual people. They might be bored.
But back then they made it seem like it was going to be like this.
We got autonomous cars.
Thing,
yeah. We got underground tunnels. We supposed to got people going to space now. Like it's a lot of stuff going on. Like,
but you know, back then it was
chips
like
in your head.
They said you're gonna be flying around. You're gonna have flying
like
cars.
Chips in arm and all that.
Everything
gonna
be lifted up in the air.
Yeah.
We might not be far removed from that shit though.
It's on the way. It's on the way.
Well, I want to tell everybody, thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all can, make sure y'all like the video, share the video. Make sure y'all follow us on all social media platforms. We're on Facebook, YouTube, X, Rumble, Instagram, and we're on TikTok. On TikTok. As a matter of fact, the TikTok got a new page because I posted a video and they kicked me off. So I got a new TikTok and I'm gonna have to put it in the chat to let y'all know. But I'm going to have to change the name because it got a lot of periods and stuff in it. But like I said, if y'all watch, y'all make sure y'all share the video, like the video, tell everybody about the New Normal Podcast. Anybody got closing remarks?
Nah, we like I said, shout out my guy. Like I said, this was a very epic night. This took me back to when we first started Double Cup, which, like I said, our platform and what we're doing is we don't understand the importance of having a black media platform. Like I said, we usually beat down relationship talk, but now it's so many other things that are taking place that we need to be informed about, and that's what makes our platform so special. We want to get that voice and make sure we put attention on that, such as the Carmelo Anthony's, such as the, like I said, Monday we're gonna talk about the Shadur Sanders, everything that we can just kind of see what's invoking emotions on social media and what people are responding to. We want to give a platform so you can voice your opinions, and like I said, you may not even be informed on it. You can get informed by following the New Normal Podcast, and that's why we're here.
It's the New Normal Podcast that we go. Peace.
Peace.